and helping us continue to give us the information, motivation, education that we need in our community. Next, we would like to thank SoCal Tattoo out of Tarzana, California. SoCal Tattoos, where all your tattoo needs will be met. Go out there and check them out and let them know AC sent you. And last but definitely not least, Rockstar Plumbing Company out of Chatsworth, California. You can reach them at 818-814-3044 for all your plumbing needs. And now, without further ado, let the show begin. Give me that beat.
Shoot it.
There you go. There's the guy right there.
That's him. Mr. Runny Nose himself.
You lose like 10 pounds.
What did you say about my mama?
I said Mr. Runny Nose himself.
You relapse, bro?
No one's talking about your mama, fool.
Yeah, well,
Hey, let me tell you something. If I relapsed, there would be signs. My social media would turn into a giraffe parade. There'd be all bad, bro.
Now, put out on some space boots or something.
What's going on, everybody? You know what it is, man. We out here, the Boys Podcast, American Cholo on the back. This is our platform. I've got a few things I want to talk about. I'm going to kind of read them off real quick, and then I'm going to jump into something, and I want to hear your guys' opinion. The astronauts we'll talk about. The the professor from, I think it's Brown University, Russia, Alami, who got deported, got the boot. Shout out to the Marines.
Shout out to the Marines.
Shout out to
all the fellas at 29 Palms. Finley, what's up, man?
There you go. Shout out to the Ramirez family. All praise to God.
Ramirez, the Marines. Can we get Matt's Plumbing? Rockstar Plumbing?
Yeah, Rockstar Plumbing's in there too.
And there was that one tattoo shop. I always forget the name.
SoCal,
baby.
my
bad. I heard about
Tattoos. Only because I don't want to work on you no more, bro. They're like, no, we refuse your service, bro.
My butt cheeks are half finished. No, I'd say 75%.
So before we get into those conversations, I had told you already, I wanted to talk about, I have it written down here, doing good is so hard, but it's so worth it. Like right now, when I went out there to get the waters from my truck, right, I see a young guy. He's got to be 27 maybe. He's got his jeans on, 501s, got his shoes. He's not dirty by any means, got his backpack, but you can tell the guy's out on the streets.
He's on the stroll.
Yeah, he's on the stroll, homie. And then I'm going to the back of my truck. I see him. He's right there at the light before you cross, and he's just like looking left.
This is like in the beginning stages of it. Probably just decided to stay on the streets to start doing drugs.
Or he's been here for a few weeks, months, whatever it is.
Yeah.
But it's just, I'm seeing him, and I'm like, what I see in his eyes is lost, nowhere to go, like just gone, bro, and just loaded. Should I go here? Well, he wasn't even that loaded. It just like he wasn't crazy.
He has
just
no
like,
direction. I know the look. I know the look you're saying.
I know the look, and I know the feeling.
They're just walking there. They haven't decided. Yeah, I know that look.
Yeah, bro, and that's kind of brought me back to like, damn, dude. And that's why working hard and doing the right thing, even though it's much harder than going to jail and doing all that stuff, is so worth it, bro. Because, I mean, for sure. I don't want to go back to being that guy.
Absolutely not. I get anxiety thinking about being that guy. I tell funny stories, and it's all fun to talk about Sepulveda and the pink cloud and the giraffes and meth. Jesus Christ, do I get anxiety? My butthole still puckers thinking about doing drugs.
That's the second time in this show you've talked about your butthole.
We weren't on the air
yet. That's too much.
His butthole has been puckering lately, bro. He took some of those pink pills.
Out some of this bathroom over there.
He took some of those pink pills from the tattoo shop, homeboy.
The girl Viagra's.
Yeah. The girl Viagra's.
He took the girl Viagra's.
No, look, I remember that.
Moist, I
don't know. Is it Thursday? I don't know. Look.
Hey, side effects. If you're a man, you might pucker your butt.
Hims.com. Pucker
and all
your
the time we thought he was breathing in the mic.
So that was a butt puckering.
It's a butt pucker. He's looking at me like I'm about to smack you.
So
put that shit away.
Like you had a good weekend, right?
Yeah, man, I had a great weekend.
What'd you do?
A great weekend. Worked. We had Miss Heather guest spotting with us.
That's right.
From Oregon. We had a good time. Sunday, man, went to my 12-year-old son Mateo's basketball game. Rough game. They won. Did that, and then took my family to the Clipper game.
I got to see the video.
It was tight.
Oh, it was tight. Of the Clipper game?
Yes.
You know what? The Clipper tickets, like half the price of the Laker tickets. Yeah. You know,
I'm done with that.
Yeah, and I'm a Laker fan. I want to go to the Laker game more, but you know what I mean. I want to take my son to the basketball game, and man, $300, and we got the club. You know, like with the good food and the waiters
you got
and all that.
You got the VIP, bro.
Yeah, it was VIP for sure. And it was tight. It was tight, man. We had a good ass time.
And you know, that's what the hard work that we do, pays off, bro. And that to me,
can I tell you something?
Yeah.
One of the things, like with what you're saying, that I'm reminded of is, again, our era we had the fear of being held accountable. We had the fear of the worry. We had the fear of like, bro, we would get arrested for a nickel of marijuana,
Mic
bro.
this fool up, man. Mic
What's
this
up,
fool
man? I
up.
didn't know we could say anything.
Yeah, mic this fool up,
Cracking,
Chris.
Haz.
Yeah.
Get his ass over here.
I sent
He
him
works
plenty of
hard
midget
too.
videos this week, so he's got
Hazerd,
material.
what's up, homeboy?
How we doing, Az?
No, but like that, we were held accountable. So I think when we see people like you're talking, I've seen so many of them lately that like it's because it's so easy to do that.
Right.
We didn't have many of them back in our day. There was like the local wino or the Holtec or the old homies doing heroin in the park.
Right.
But it's so overwhelmed now because there is no accountability, dog. And that's what scares me. I used to hate the cops, but I'll tell you right now, the fact that I used to drive around and consider putting dope in my ass because I was scared to be arrested, these people don't have that fear to be arrested. They just, we were at your shop.
you're
What
not
did we
even
see?
going to jail.
We were at his shop this weekend, Gil. My girlfriend, all of us, we walked to get coffee at the donut shop on the corner of Reseda and Oxnard. There was like, it looked like the Lord of the Rings Fellowship. We're all hanging outside,
Oh,
just
yeah, bro.
smoking heroin. They were not even hiding in front of the Baskin
What did you
Robbins.
tell him? You're gonna throw water on him?
I
or
told him,
something?
you're gonna knock that shit off. There's kids around here. Put that shit away or I'm throwing water on it.
That's called.
We were making jokes. We're like, if Gil was here, he'd be like, "Hey, buddy,
Oh, yeah,
knock
Gil.
that shit off."
Oh,
Hey, sir.
you know
you
I
stop
will,
that.
bro. You know I will, bro.
No, but like that's how bad it is. Like you're not even hiding your drugs anymore, and the cops are passing by. They don't even care.
Yeah, the cops don't stop for that, bro.
Bro, on Laurel
Unless there's
Canyon,
violence, they're
on
not
Laurel
gonna
Canyon
stop.
and Sheldon, Foothill would pass, bro. We would run.
You're gonna have to
No,
change
for
it to
sure.
the
Like
white
on
court,
Langen,
Chris.
I guarantee you guys would run
To the
like
white court.
cockroaches.
That's
Yeah.
HDMI.
Man.
Especially when we went through the injunction. You had to run. You had to run every time they
So
pulled
there's
up.
no accountability. We're seeing more and more of these kids
Yeah.
in record numbers.
I mean, there isn't, and I'm usually on that tip, but just seeing that guy right now, bro, I actually had empathy, bro, and I really don't have empathy that much. To me, it's like,
Yeah.
you're a pendejo, you're out there getting high, la, la,
No,
la.
I can relate to that.
Yeah.
I'm the biggest. Fuck you. You deserve it. But then every now and then you'll see one.
Yeah.
There's always like one out of 1,000 that'll be like,
You're just
it'll make
starting,
you,
bro. You're
"Damn,
just
dog.
starting right now."
What can I do to make you get off that path?
But you know you can. It's like
can't.
you
Well,
have.
you know what? Like
Rock bottom is the only solution.
Yeah.
everybody, like see, like a lot of us. Me, I know me personally. I
Yeah.
work my ass off. I work every day.
Yeah,
I don't
fool.
even have. I mean, today's my day off from the shop. I come here. I love doing this. It's cool.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But you know, all the other days I'm at work. I'm at the shop.
Yeah,
you
dude.
know, and sometimes I'm there late.
And I think also it's you kind of gotta love what you do. Like you see
I
me,
love
bro.
what I do.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? That's the
I
shit.
love it, bro. It's you wake.
Yeah.
I don't really necessarily love the waking up part. Sometimes I gotta kind of get back in the groove.
Well, see,
Every
me,
time I
don't
see
gotta
your
be to
work
till
videos, I
like
don't care if I'm
12.
on TikTok or YouTube, your work videos, you guys are always having fun.
Oh yeah, at work, yeah, bro. My morale is.
You guys, your whole crew is someone is being made fun of at any moment of the day
Yes.
on the American Cholo work
kind
crew.
of like anytime you got a group of people
Yeah,
working
yeah,
together.
yeah.
That's kind of
Yeah,
how it is,
where
you know?
we're at, we definitely have that. I actually have the crew that guys. They want to get off other crews, bro. Like
Yeah.
they want to come to my yard, bro. They want to come to my yard because I don't work to death, my guys.
Yeah.
But I also like expect them to, and like there's
Hold
times.
their own, but we can
Yeah,
have fun.
no. Well, there's times where, hey, bro, this just right now it's not high season time. We got a little bit cleaning. Just stay fucking busy. But when it's time to fucking rock and roll, like, hey, fool, we gotta kick this shit into second gear. That way,
Let's get to work.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
way people see, all right, these fools fucking.
And then they probably don't mind it because
No,
you know, everything's
bro.
feeding me. Okay, we got to kind of buckle down for a little while. Everybody, all right, let's do this shit and get back.
I
to
think what you
chilling,
said made me
you
check
know?
myself right now. I felt a little like, because I am hard on, I'm one of the hardest people on the homeless. I think everyone
Yeah,
knows that.
bro.
But every now and then that reminded me there are
Well,
some.
most of them, I mean, I
Mic
feel
check,
bad.
mic check.
I feel bad because I don't want to be mean
Mic
to some
check.
like old veteran.
Here we go.
no, Chris got him off, bro.
No, but,
Chris
hey,
said-
Chris, turn them on.
Droopy, every time I think about that, I remember that, well, these guys are choosing to go there. They're
I'm
not.
tired of those fools.
I know.
You know what I mean?
am
I'm
too.
tired of
But
them
Gil
fools.
has a point because every now and then it brings me back. I have lately seen like a couple where I'm like, damn, dog, you look like you just started. What the fuck are you
You know
doing?
who I usually
They
feel
still had
sorry
a
for
couple
more?
keys?
Yeah, who?
I feel more sorry for females. And the reason is because I'm a
They get
father.
abused.
And I
They get abused.
I
I'm gonna argue-
got
I'm
a
gonna-
son, but I got a daughter. And to you, when you see, like when I see a young girl, pretty
Yeah.
young girl, and you can tell she's over there with the whole world of scumbags. And you
Yeah.
can tell she's like,
Yeah, no, they're gonna get abused.
Oh,
like
I have
that.
a different.
Kind of
Oh,
ways,
hold on,
for
hold on,
sure.
hold on.
For
Let
sure.
me play devil's advocate because some of
Wait.
those girls are very treacherous in those scenes.
Oh, but
and I
they
have seen
learn
them
to be.
manipulate 17 dudes in a row. They don't have to pay for hotels, dope, nothing. Their walk is easy.
Well, see, that's
have they
one
ever
thing
got
about
you,
women.
Matt?
No, this stays.
Okay, I'm just asking, bro.
Matt doesn't play in
You've
that.
had some wild nights, bro. I
have.
I don't believe it.
Let me
I
tell you,
don't
if
believe it.
Mohawk
I don't
feels-
believe it.
Well,
I don't
who
believe it,
knows
bro.
what Matt's
If
up to.
Mohawk feels any pressure in that area,
I don't
it's
believe
free
it, bro.
domestic.
I don't
have
believe
you
it,
ever
bro.
been burned by one of them girls?
Hey, I can
do you
see
mean
the real
burned?
right here.
Burned.
Hey, I can see the real right here.
No. Wait. What do you mean burned?
I got a witness
Burned,
right
you know, like
here,
them bitches that
bro.
are on the street, they'll get you if you.
Well, I've always
let your
avoided
guard
those
down.
kind of girls because I know damn well they're more scandalous than 17 of the homies. Those
gonna
girls
get
are
you.
way more treacherous.
They, yeah,
You got Hazard's mic on yet, Chris?
They're good.
Yeah.
What's up? Oh, what's up, man?
Hazard, what's up,
up,
boy?
man? How we doing, fellas?
I like that, homie. I like that.
How we doing?
Not as good as you. I like that Ontario shit, homeboy. That's just banging, homeboy. Look at that.
Shout out Make Skate Ontario. We got the 40 ounce Fridays collab. We actually
40
got
ounce
the
Fridays.
We actually have the hats that just came in. Like
Dope.
he
That's just dope as hell.
the
homeboy.
owner of the skate shop sent me a picture today. He's like, "Hey, bro, they landed. Let's do this shit."
I literally thought it
we're
was a
gonna have
Raiders
a
sweater.
We're gonna have an in store. We're gonna have an in store in about a week and a half or two.
Well, the one thing about when you rock an Ontario sweater, you're
Yeah.
kind of limited on your market.
To be real with you, I mean, yeah, no, I understand.
know what I'm
I get what
saying?
I get what you mean, but like, he does very well.
Yeah, you-
Ontario's a really big.
You
city.
putting
No,
on
it
for
is, it
you're
is.
putting on for your city, homie.
Well, you can also, I mean, in Canada, player,
Listen,
you can double network for
Ontario,
Canada.
there you go.
Matt just says that because Sun
just
Valley is
low-key banging
famous
on
for
you.
junkyards, bro.
And car wrecks.
Let's keep it 100, bro. Let's keep it 100.
not lying. He's
North
not lying.
Hollywood, we got
Matt's
the
like, we
Circus
got a
Liquor.
picker part
I
over
know
there.
we're supposed to be enemies, but no shots of the homies from Sun Valley.
I
no?
still want to argue that. Every time you say that, I'm still blown away because we never had problems with North Hollywood, as far as I knew growing up. And we had a green light.
I don't know. Well, if you got a green light, you got a problem
Well,
with
we had a
everybody.
problem, but what I'm saying is, but what I'm saying is,
backwards thinking, bro.
we never really had trouble with North
No,
Hollywood.
I've never ran into anybody from your hood.
Yeah, back in that day, and I told you that dude Lefty was in my hood all the
Yeah, I
time.
definitely heard of my. But the thing
Yeah.
was, it's just it would be like somebody saying they got a problem with Pacoima. It doesn't matter what Pacoima is. It's almost if you're like from Violent, they had a problem with Pacoima.
Well, Violent tried to take over the world.
Yeah, well,
Okay, so-
but at the same
They
time,
did their thing.
you guys were
Yeah.
both claiming Sun Valley.
Yeah.
So Sun Valley, of
But
course.
like with Pacoima, for instance, we only went at it with Cayuga criminals and the crazy.
Well,
Boys.
that's because those were the guys closest to you getting the bus. I mean, you can't, you can't go much farther because then if you go much farther than that, you got enemies behind you, in front of you, and all around you.
I always say you gangbang in proximity.
Yeah, you right.
Yeah.
You got to.
You know what my issue with? I feel like with like smokers today or whatever.
Yes, yes.
What disappoints me about it is like they used to be useful. You used to be able to get a Honda
You
Accord
ain't
for
bullshitting,
$350.
Rent their cars.
You know what I'm saying?
Send them
About
a
40
list
feet
to the
of copper.
store. For
Just-
sure, right?
You know what I mean? I don't know. I just feel like now it's like, hey, what happened to the one that be in front of the Arco right there? That fool died.
Yeah, fool.
You know what I mean? Like, what do you mean? Like, yeah, fentanyl. Like,
No, absolutely.
I know.
it's like
No.
fools are just.
Well, the drugs are so different. Like you can't. Like everything is cut with fentanyl today.
Yeah.
That's why. Why would you want to like hurry
You
up
don't
and
even
go to
need to get
sleep?
shit cut with fentanyl. Fentanyl by itself is the
Yeah.
biggest seller out there today.
Well, they're putting
Yeah,
in
it's-
everything
it's
because
putting in everything, dog.
because it's supposed to be 100
It's addictive.
times more addictive, which probably means more like 10 times.
By proxy,
in
they're
real
not
world.
realizing though they're also killing their customers easier. Because like with meth, I used to
Yeah.
do some meth, and every time I did a shot of meth, boy, I'd go from 40 cents to. Before you know it, I'm doing a full needle, and I'm fucking running around. Fucking, bro, I'll do a shot of meth, boy. I'll grab me some arson craft
You would
supplies
shoot
and
the
not
whole-
use none of them.
Yeah,
You
dude.
would shoot
I
the
could
whole
work on
end for
7
real?
cars, and I wouldn't even get an oil change done. But I'm working on them.
I'm working on it.
That's some good meth.
Oh, of course, dude.
I'll
And
never
you could,
forget.
because with meth, you could just the more you did, you could just overamp. You'd actually. I've done it where
No,
I did too
I
much,
don't
I fall
deep.
asleep.
Yeah, you crashed.
You crashed
Yeah.
immediately because your body
The
just
computer
can't
goes,
take- Well, you get the sexual rush in the beginning, and then you'd fall asleep. 'cause
So you
you'd wake
knock
up.
out with a heart on.
Basically, yeah.
Got me hard on like I only did meth one time and I was busted when I did it. It was like the most
Oh,
miserable
in
night.
jail.
Why would you
I
want to
like
do
it.
it?
Can't even sleep at night, bro.
Oh, dog. So I'm in the cell. I'm chilling. At
Worst
first, it's
place to
all
do
good.
meth.
Well, I remember it was like a 10 o'clock unlock, right? And so I ran in real quick, did my thing,
You went
and
back
I was
out?
waiting
Story
for like
time,
a
story
coke
time.
rush. Yeah, I was waiting. I did it really quick on an unlock, right? And I was like waiting for the rush, like coke, and I was like, ah, man, this shit's bunk. So I'm walking back out to the
Did it hit
yard.
you?
The sun hit me, and I was just like, okay,
I think
you know
you
what I
did
mean? This is
speed.
cool.
And then zoom.
It was pink. I remember
Yeah,
the
pink
homie told me-
champagne. That's all P2P
Says
dope.
So
Pink
then
champagne.
nighttime comes, right? And I got all my drawing stuff out. I got all my fucking
good
shit. I got my
one.
shit
Sharpening
everywhere. My celly's
pencils.
up on the bunk doing his thing, and I got bored of that. So I brought out all my smut shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
had all my magazines and. Man, dick was
See,
like
I'm-
this big, man. And you know what I mean? I couldn't do shit.
You hung like an acorn.
I fucking put that shit away. There was nothing on TV but infomercials,
Okay,
right?
so
And
let
I'm
me-
sitting there like, man. And the morning came, And
just
I went
trying
out to the
sleep.
homie. He's like,
Yeah.
"Hey, you like that shit?" I say, "Hey, fool, I haven't even slept."
Yeah, you want sleep, bro.
That's old school
And
P2P.
he tells me, he goes, "Well, how much did you do?" And I go, "I did all of it." And he goes, "No,
About a
fool." He
week
goes,
till
"You
you-
might not sleep." I said, "If I don't sleep tonight, bring your shit out tomorrow, motherfucker. I'm gonna kill your ass. This shit's driving me crazy." And never again. I've never done it again. Mm-mm.
I'm the opposite.
that.
When I did meth,
I like heroin.
I had a little bit of like my first couple hours would be intensified. I would hyper focus on any type of weird sex, like porn, a girl, anything at that moment. And then for some reason, after about the second hour, I roll into my violent phase, I called it. Where
Oh, jeez.
I
Oh,
get
shit,
ready.
here
I know
we go.
I'll pack a backpack with some weird, like some pruning shit. I'll get
He'll
some
pack a
clippers,
backpack.
some like some weed whackers, and I'll hit the streets like I'm Mad Max. And I go out on the streets, do some weird shit. Like I'll fuck with you. I filled a super soaker with bleach one time to go harass the
Oh,
local dealer.
jeez.
Imagine I robbed the dealer with a super soaker and bleach.
It's fucking awesome, dog.
Yeah. Well, I was that drug addict. Look, I used to be cool, but you know your coolness starts to evaporate. Now,
Oh,
you think
yes.
you're still cool,
Oh,
but
yes.
after about 2 years of Mohawk's
Honest
bullshit,
truth, I'm scared of tweakers.
Bro,
They
after
scare
2
the
years,
fuck out of
Mohawk
me.
was the guy that would show up at the trap house and they'd be like, "Oh shit, Mohawk's here." They close the doors, they lock the gates, the lights go off, all the alarms set
Yeah,
off.
when the tweakers don't like you, bro, you got problems.
No, yeah. And I'm the
Yeah,
dude,
that's
I'll kick your bitch ass gate until you open. You're giving me something. And they would give me $12 of meth. They'd be like, "Here," and it would just drop out over the fence. Like nobody will talk to me. They hate me. At this point, they're just gonna drop it over the fence. Kick it.
Here comes this
$12
one.
a
That's what it
shake
is.
meth, like
And in
horrible
2 hours,
shit.
you're back, huh?
No, because I could $12 of meth would emotionally and mentally fuck Mohawk off for about 7 days.
Oh, man.
Horrible.
Miguel Moreno, $5 super
What
chat.
up? Good looking out,
Appreciate
Miguel.
you, player.
Oh yeah, Miguel Moreno, gracias.
JFK
shit.
files
Yeah.
are officially released. Turns out Boo Boo's beard was a shooter.
That's a new one. That's a good
I
one.
heard they were going to release him today. Can you check, Chris?
I heard they were going to release
I
it
did.
too.
They said,
Yeah,
I don't know if
from
they
what
did.
I read, it says that they're at least one of the pages they pulled and at random to copy, and it just says it said Biden's said 2023, Trump said 2025, and there's like one extra word blacked out on Trump's. Same
No,
shit.
no way.
Yeah.
So it's pretty much the same shit that was last. So they haven't released anything.
From what the first little thing that I glanced at and read from a source that I think is reasonable, that's what it said supposedly, but I haven't looked at them.
Yeah, I hope they release something, bro. But not talking about stuff they don't release and fake stuff. We're gonna jump right now to the astronauts who were stuck out in space for 8 months. They were supposed to be out there for I think 2 to 4 days or something like that.
Yeah.
And
Wait, they've been stuck for 8 months?
Yeah,
out
they've
there?
been
been
up there 3
stuck for
months.
a
fool.
while.
What the fuck?
8 months.
I saw a picture of him. You see another one?
Yeah, they did her
How
time.
are they? How are they living? So, like, I'm not trying to be funny. If you're supposed to be there for
Yeah,
2
food
days,
and-
food.
I'm sure they got. all
Yeah,
kinds
but
of
8
shit.
months worth.
Yeah, that's a
what I'm
lot.
saying.
Like that's a lot of overtime.
I could see
right
like
there.
3 months worth of food in there.
Maybe.
Maybe,
Right?
maybe it's space. They're limited for space for everything, for air.
Well, that's why I'm giving them a good chunk.
3,
So,
NASA app.
8 months, bro.
Oh.
Seems excessive.
It
Yeah, it does.
It seems like a lie.
You
I
think
mean,
it's a
yeah,
lot?
yeah, it does.
I don't know. It's
Yeah,
cra-
let me tell you something. I learned a lot. My dad was in the Air Force, and he had a friend who was involved in all that NASA stuff, and they're compacted for time, for space. All the air is calculated to like the quarter inch of like what could last.
Yeah.
They give them a leeway, like Hazard's implying, like there's like maybe a 2-week margin for them to get rescued and get the fuck out of Dodge. I don't think they have space. That's
don't
weird.
know.
8 months.
In the space station,
That's a
you know how they
huge
have
leeway.
those like
Hey.
the meals you
Well,
can
they're
pour
called freeze
water
dried.
on 'em.
Hey, Chris,
MREs,
you know,
meals ready to eat. They're
Look
like
up
freeze dried.
how do they make air in space? Breathable air.
Well, it recycles
Maybe
itself
it's
on
like
the shit. Yeah, it's like
recycling.
yeah, but then
know.
it
I don't
becomes
know.
after so long, it becomes what's it called? It's like foul. You can't breathe it.
Like,
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure they
Carbon dioxide,
prepare.
yeah,
I'm
turns
pretty
into
sure
carbon
they
dioxide.
prepare for this sort of thing, just
But
in
again,
case,
you're
like,
back
in
to-
case you guys get stuck, you're not dead in
But
2
what-
weeks.
what-
I
You
feel
see
like
what
there's
I'm
some
saying?
scientists somewhere like watching this shit like these
Laughing at us,
ignorant
huh?
motherfuckers.
yeah, watch it be something blatantly in front of our face. Like, we're just dumb.
Hey, but I think
here we go.
I think they pay them. Let me see. On the International Space Station, breathable air is primarily created through electrolysis of water, which spills water into hydrogen and oxygen, with the oxygen circulated within the cabin. I think that's bullshit, bro. I think that's just
I don't even know what that means.
yeah,
It's
Earth is flat.
yeah. That's Earth is flat.
Christopher Columbus discovered America.
Jorge Lujan Senior, $2 super chat.
George.
Appreciate you, George.
What up, George?
Proof.
Was
What's
that
cracking?
the- what up,
Proof.
Hey, somebody
Thank you,
asked
Proof.
The
when-
official NASA website.
when is Man Down coming out, homie? Somebody just asked, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
This
saw it
Friday.
there.
This Friday,
Yeah,
people.
Man
This
Down.
Friday. This
Um,
Friday.
YouTube Yarda.
Yeah,
YouTube
This
y'all.
Friday, the entire project, High Socks and Lo-Fi drops. So
love it.
technically, if you're up late on Thursday night, you can catch it.
And I want to say,
Okay.
gracias to Haz, we filmed a badass video this weekend.
Oh, that shit was fun.
Hey, you know something? He
That was a
told
good
me it
time.
was Saturday the whole week, and then it was like Friday night.
Bro,
he's
I'm a
like,
little
"Well, come
pissed.
it's Sunday,
Hey,
right?"
I brought
And
my
was
chef's
like,
hat
"Come
on, and I didn't win. I'm a
he
little
does that on
upset.
purpose.
You know what I'm upset at right now? The whole reason I'm here is because I texted Square earlier. We filmed something and
Amazing.
they actually made a bunch of aprons for the contestants, and there's like a mohawk apron, and I didn't even fucking bring that
It's
shit.
okay.
Oh, that was the one you're supposed to bring him.
Bro, I made
You're
orange
supposed
chicken.
to
I made
bring-
orange chicken that would make Panda Express go bananas.
Would you put like jelly and shit
Come
on?
on, homie. I can't give you the recipe, dog. Let's just say I shot that shit.
Yeah, it's jelly.
It was sexually
what it is.
presentable and everything, dog.
It was a really interesting day. It was
Yeah.
a long. This fool got to take off early, but it was a long.
Yeah. How late did you guys
Yeah.
stay?
Man, I think we were there till 7:15.
Shut your mouth.
Damn.
Yeah.
Wow.
7:15.
And what was it?
We filmed in a studio down in right off the 5 in like LA. Where it was called
We were making spreads, but
but it was the ultimate spread challenge for like inmate chefs.
we were,
Oh,
we were
dope.
Yeah,
we were-
dope, dude. And I brought out there's like 3 of us,
Yeah, it
different
was
groups, and we all brought out a recipe.
What did they give you for as far as condiments and?
Soups. We had chili, beef, and chicken. I had requested some jelly, some orange Kool-Aid.
But everything that you can find in a commissary.
Basically,
pretty
everything you
much,
find
right?
the Dollar
You're
Tree
giving away
commissary.
the ingredients
I know,
right now.
my bad.
That
No
just
one made
pro-
tamales or
Angel-
no granolas or none.
Yeah.
Did we get the one on top?
Granolas has it.
Angel.
Granolas are the shit.
Eric
See,
says,
I wish you
we
would've made that.
We need to start a new click on the moon. 49 super chat. Appreciate
Sup?
you.
What up,
What's
man?
up, sup?
And then that
Mohawk, he
Angel,
has the
find
moon
our
boots.
super chat. Appreciate that. That just proves Mr. Maniaco's flat earth theory
Oh my
is
God.
correct. Oh,
Hey, wait,
Jesus.
did he really have a flat Earth theory?
No, yeah, he said
Yeah.
the world's flat, bro.
Marvelous?
Who?
Marvelous?
Maniaco
Maniaco
Mars.
Mars.
Shut the hell up.
Oh no, he said that
Yeah, he said the
that
Earth was
those are
flat.
not planets. They're planets. I swear to God,
Planets.
bro. Planets.
I
And
didn't-
then
Planets with the
those
word
are not
planet.
those are not stars. Those are fallen angels.
I used to think I was Optimus Prime for at least
Yeah.
6 months growing up. So I mean, I can relate. You know what I mean? I definitely had an Autobots fucking stamp on my ass.
It just sounds good, bro. It just sounds good, bro. Who,
Yeah,
who
he's
actually had the
definitely flat
who
earth.
actually had the best take on that, believe it or not, was Lucky from Hoodstocks. He was talking
Really?
to, I believe, what's that? What is this? What's his co-host? I can't fucking remember.
Oh,
I like
Caesar, is it
Lucky, man.
Caesar?
Lucky's a
Huh?
fool. I
Is
like
Caesar?
watching it.
No, the guy with the little mustache.
Yeah,
right?
that's Caesar.
Yeah, but they call him something. I'm not
Oh,
sure.
yeah, you're right.
So they were talking a little bit about the Maniaco Mars situation, right? And Lucky tells him, you know what, man? You know, fucking Lucky talks, right? He's like,
Yeah.
I was fucking hearing him, and after the show, that he goes to him and he tells him, hey, man, this guy sounds this, sounds that, sounds fucking like great. And then he's like, I started thinking. I said, either he's the smartest guy I know, or we just some dumb motherfuckers. So, he's like, we just some dumb motherfuckers listening to this fool. Like,
Yeah, that's
and I was like, yeah,
Yeah, that's lucky, yeah.
I said, that sounds about right, bro.
Yeah, we're just some dumb.
We just some
motherfuckers,
dumb
you know?
motherfuckers, bro. Because if you take that shit to like a college, dude, he's gonna look at you like,
Yeah.
this is that. Like, you're gonna look like a fucking moron, bro. But
Yeah.
we're,
Yeah.
you know, people think that's the culture and all that. But as far as the astronauts go,
Yeah.
to me, why is it that we're so technology advanced? We went to the moon 60, 50 years ago, and we can't get 2 astronauts down within 8 months.
I have a
So
theory
how
on the
do we
moon.
get them? How do we get them? If
He
this
sent
really
a
happened?
rocket
'Cause I
fucking
think it
in
has-
SpaceX, my boy.
So it was SpaceX and not
Elon Musk.
SpaceX and not NASA. that did
NASA
it.
has stopped going, quote unquote, to the moon. They retired all their fucking ships, which probably is, hey, dude, we're about to get caught lying that we're not really going up
So-
anything. We're not gonna get funded anymore, so let's cut it out, bro. Chris says no.
Trump's budget cuts.
No.
No, NASA has been
Chris,
declining since Trump. Before Trump.
Look it up. Look
Yeah.
when NASA stopped. When we were going up to those airspace bases, we're using Chinese and Russian rockets.
Yeah.
We stopped sending rockets up there.
Long before Trump.
Long
right?
before Trump.
So the theory, one of the
Can you
rumors,
turn the air on, Chris?
one of the, it's conspiracy, but it's almost more true now.
Central.
We were in a race with Russia to get to the moon.
Yeah, but I
and
have
they
it too high.
think
Oh.
they think we really didn't make it. We just filmed it in a studio because if you look in the background, number one, who's filming? Number two, the flag is waving. There's no wind. There's no atmosphere. There's nothing. There's no way that flag that they planted would be waving.
We never went to
It would
the
hang limp. I don't think we ever made it. I think we filmed it to make it look like it was legitimate.
I've heard
because
everything you just said.
Because the American people needed it at that moment,
Yes.
just like with Twin Towers. They were so willing to believe some bullshit. They needed it at that moment to believe in America.
I think that it's a little bit of a. Somebody posted a picture of I'm going somewhere. I'm really stoned.
Take your time.
Follow
Droopy
me.
was there last week.
I'm going somewhere with this. No, no,
Let's
no,
admit it, Droops.
Go ahead.
I'm going somewhere with this week. With this. Somebody posted a screenshot of the old, I believe it was the Xbox menu when you would turn on an Xbox, the first Xbox. I don't know if you know what that looks like. I don't know if you guys play
XO
video
or
games.
something. Triangle.
Yeah, for sure.
But the screen from it had a certain kind of animation and look to it, and it was a screenshot of some kind of like code writer forum, and the guy said, if I gave somebody, if I gave a task to like 10 coders today to make me that, none of them could do it. We forgot how to do this, right? Talking about the certain kind of design. He said, because everything's become kind of minimalistic and the way that certain programs work, you can't even write the code like that anymore, I guess was his point.
Right.
So I personally really, I think they went to the fucking moon. And I think that at a certain point,
They forgot how to do it.
it was basically like, well, what are we doing?
No.
And why?
No.
I believe so.
No way.
And I also, and I
feel
think,
like-
I
I feel
think it
like
was a
they
big,
went.
and I'll be real, I think it was the, what was the one that what was the fucking rocket that blew up?
Discovery? Was it Discovery?
Challenger.
Right? I think it was shit like that, where it was like, what are we doing for what?
No, I don't believe that for 1 second, and I'll tell you why. Because when it came to all the math, this isn't a high school project throwing a rocket up. This is NASA.
Yeah.
They went in there and said later on in life, like, hey, you guys got all the calculations on how to get up there. We lost them. Well, you got the videos when you guys were doing it. We recorded over those videos. Like,
How would you do that? Who would lose the
But that's
formula?
no. Hear me out
bullshit.
though. No, but actually that makes sense, and I'll tell you why.
It's kind of a little
Because
bit like what you were saying.
because they were talking. What's the movie with
Armageddon.
What's the
Tonga juice.
the hyena from what's the hyena
gonna
from
get you,
Hustle and
sucker.
Flow?
Debbie does Ontario.
oh, shit,
Taraji. Have you seen the one where she plays the NASA computation tech?
Yes.
Okay, they literally used to do computation by
Yes,
hand.
yes.
So I do believe that it's totally possible.
But they recorded it.
Time out. It was by fucking, they were writing the shit out. So I think that it's entirely possible that people were like, hey, do we need the files of these, like, of the handwritten copy for what? No, you're fine. They can do it again.
I don't know.
Hazard's put a lot of thought
I
into this.
kind of
He's
agree
really
with
put
you.
some
Where I
serious
feel like
thought.
I think
really
went to the moon.
I'm gonna tell you why. I think the simplest answer is usually
He
the
agrees
truth.
with you, fool. Let's see.
I hope we really went to the moon, but I do got a question. Why haven't we gone back?
Yeah,
You
and that
know?
long.
And I've heard all
Since
the.
the
I heard
60s.
aliens were up there
we
and they
never
told us,
went.
"Hey, don't be coming back here. We're gonna fuck you
I
up."
heard that one, the
I
Dark
heard
Side of the
all
Moon
that shit. I
theory,
heard
all
there
that,
was,
And no,
moon
and
Germans over
So
there. I
are we
heard all
saying
kinds of
that, are
shit.
we
You know
saying
what I
that
mean?
Vato from the Red Hot Chili Peppers was
Oh,
correct?
he's up there.
and-
No, he said space may be the final frontier, but it's made in the Hollywood basement.
Yeah, it is, bro. And in no
I
time in
believe that. I
history,
do believe
in no
that,
time
yeah.
in history have we gone backwards in technology like that.
Yeah.
Whether it's in cars, whether it's in motorcycle, whether it's in swimming, whether it's in basketball,
made
whether
it
it's in
to the-
football, whether it's in construction, whether it's in you name it. There is nothing we've gone backwards except
That's not
that.
true at all.
If
We
we
can't
made
go
it
to the moon now.
What have we gone
That's
backwards
not
in?
true at all.
Let's
I'll
hear
tell
it.
you,
If we
I'll tell
made
you
it
right
to the
now.
moon, we would have been there 19 more times.
I'm gonna be honest with you with the invention of plastic. There's a ton of shit that. How often do we hear that they don't make things the way they used to?
No, that's quality. That's the big difference. That's America. Not like my wife tells me, "Hey, why do we watch all these movies? And they have all these beautiful wood." I said, "Because back then America was brand new. They were chopping everything down. Everything was made out of wood. It wasn't the market that it was today. So back then it was
Okay.
much better quality and stuff. Nowadays, no. It's all about just making a quick buck.
Wouldn't that be a regression?
No, technology wise, I'm saying if they wanted to make a table much stronger, much just like buildings. You see these buildings nowadays. They're much
built on
higher.
rollers
Yeah,
for
they're much
earthquakes and
higher. They're
shit.
much more. The
They
technology
move
has
with-
moved
Sure,
forward.
yeah, no. And so,
But you can go to
we're gonna
China.
have advancements for
You
sure.
can go to China, have a building that's a piece of crap and fall real easy because it's cheap. But as far as advancements, if we went to the moon and we really could go to the moon, dude, we had fucking missiles up
We
there,
would
bro.
we'd have a home
Not
base.
just
up
that,
there.
we'd have we'd be
have
like,
a-
taking
Hey,
tours and shit.
American Cholo is right. The first thing he thinks, we got fucking missiles on
Yeah,
the moon.
bro.
We'd have a space
Hey,
station.
America.
I'm pointing down on everybody,
America
bro.
starts with an M. America.
And then
Why? We might have some sort of crazy lasers up there too.
Why the fuck you need missiles on the moon?
they're talking about going to Mars. I'm like, wait a minute, we never even been to China, and we're talking about we're gonna go to Mars.
Yeah.
The United States of Mars, bitches.
I think it's just all right.
M-A-R-S.
The moon thing. The moon
Mars,
thing's overrated
bitches.
now. Let's not talk about the moon
Has
because
China or Russia ever said
No.
they've been to the moon?
No, nobody else has.
They barely sent
Because I don't
China a few months ago. They barely sent a rover out there, and it's funny because they show the video of the rover from China. And they show the video, it's the same garbage video.
the same shit?
Yeah, and they're like, by now, don't you take the technology?
Yeah.
In other words, explain this. They called from the moon, live streaming on a camera that was that had a robot recording it. So I can literally move this robot, and they're talking. Fool, I can't go to Malibu and get a service.
They're calling it from the moon?
He's calling Nixon in the moon.
And my answer to that would be that was when a computer was the size of this room to operate one device. They had and no, I'm
Yeah,
being
I'm
serious
really,
though.
yeah.
So I think that while the ease of use has obviously greatly advanced and everybody has a little mini computer in their hand, when you're talking about trying to go however many millions of miles, whatever you're doing, I think that you're gonna need computers that are the size of rooms.
I gotta reach out to this one guy. He's on Rogan. He's done a lot of stuff. He's a major anti that we never went to the moon guy. I mean, he's got some stuff
Are we
that.
talking about who I think we're talking about?
I don't know.
Long Beach, what's his name?
No, I'm talking about a scientist guy,
Oh,
bro.
a real science. Okay.
A real scientist guy. He's the guy that what's the guy that went to the moon? Buzz
Aldrin?
Buzz Aldrin.
Buzz Aldrin punched him one time, bro.
Oh yeah, well that fool's a dick.
No,
no, I don't like that vato at all. Let me tell
well,
you
that's what I
something.
want to have with you, bro.
If that vato comes up to me and I'm like an old grumpy man and I know that I shot my shit on the moon, and this vato comes up trying to stick a Bible in me, just put your hand on it. Who the fuck are you?
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
That's one of
get
that.
it.
So I do it. To be real with you, when he cracked him, I was like, all right, Buzz.
How do they say Buzz?
Hey,
huh?
but business,
Buzz is
homie,
lying.
get off there, homie.
Buzz was lying in the world, bro.
I believe
How
that.
we're not gonna go again?
I believe that.
How we do not have the technology?
Well, the
For
best
what,
thing you
though?
said was
I really think it was. So I'm gonna be real with you.
That's
I
my
do think it
question.
was.
Why
I
aren't
do
we
think
going back?
never went.
I'll tell you because I think it was the pissing contest with
we were in
Russia.
a race with Russia.
And then when they did it, they were
What
like,
do we want to rub
"Yeah,
it in
can't."
though and go back again and
No.
be like, now what? We've been here twice.
Well, because here's the
motherfucker."
thing.
You
Like
know?
he said,
win.
the way technology advances right now, so we make a smart car. We have an energy efficient car. We now have a Tesla. We now have the fucking truck.
Yeah.
We don't ever stop and go backwards. We tend to make this step, then this step. Before you know it,
Hey,
then
Hazerd.
there's a Lamborghini, a Tesla. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't ever go back. This is the one instance where you can say, wait a minute, if we did that, why is there not a base? Why is there not a headquarters on
Hey,
it?
where did that big old
There
fucking
might be, for all we know.
Hey, where did that big old rover car come from? If they landed on this little fucking thing, right? That's one. And the second
There's
part
a
two
who
question.
filmed them all? Who was filming them?
When the shuttle took back off.
Yeah, that's it.
Who filmed
the
that,
fuck filmed them flying? Did you leave somebody on the moon? Look at you. We didn't have satellite cameras back
They
then.
probably had a remote camera set
No,
up
there
right
wasn't
there.
back then.
It's still up there.
The
They're probably
rover.
watching
Probably the rover.
aliens on that motherfucker
Probably
right
the
now.
rover, but let me say this though. I think what happened was they got up there and then they came back down and they went, all right, what did we get from it?
Oh no.
Okay, so let me
No.
be
Not
the one thing I
not
have
a.
to say.
Go ahead.
And then because here's the other thing, what can we get from it? And there was probably no cost-effective way to put a fucking Disneyland
Somebody
on
said
the
something
moon.
about that in the chat.
You know
It
what I'm
costs
saying?
too
But
much
here's the
money.
best-
It costs too much. You're not gonna get nothing out of it.
Yes, but here's the best
You're not.
answer.
You're not gonna
Go
be able to make a Disneyland on it. You're not gonna be able to make a city on it.
So
So,
look-
it was like, okay, we went, we did it.
I was
check.
telling- I was-
That's how I look at it.
I told my girlfriend this when it comes to school. In school, you remember your teacher tried to tell me we evolved from monkeys. I'm like, no, we didn't. Why are there still monkeys? Boom, teacher's mad. Christopher Columbus discovered America. No, he didn't. He just landed where there were thriving communities of Native Americans. Number three, another irrefutable fact that people who are super smart, they say can't argue. I'm going to bring you back to the fucking flag. In the video, there's a picture of a flag, and it's billowing like the wind is blowing. There is no air, there is no wind, there is no
So if
atmosphere.
they were in a studio, why would it be blowing?
Because
They
there's
put
an
a
air
fan
conditioning
on it?
vent, or
'Cause
there's a
they're dumb.
fan on
Air
the studio.
conditioner
They
made a
weren't
flag
smart
blow
enough
like
to
that.
realize
They're not
turn the air
thinking, bro.
conditioning
That's a
off,
strong
turn the
ass
fan
air
off.
conditioner.
This is a very simple question: is why is the flag blowing? We all know that there is no atmosphere. There's no
And then
air.
they were saying in the pictures there is 0 stars. They're like, think about it, dude. You're in a planet. You have no
stars.
light. You're fucking like when you go to the desert.
Yeah,
That
you're
shit's
gonna
just-
see nothing but stars.
Yeah, but what if the camera's not even trying to get all that? Like, you
No,
know,
I think there's
if
too many what ifs.
A movie camera.
First of all,
if there was a movie camera on you right now, Hazard would be blurry. You would be in focus, and Hazard would be
We
blurry.
didn't go to the moon, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
We didn't go to the
We didn't go. I don't
We
think we
didn't
did.
go to the
And I'm not being rude. I mean, I think we at that time.
I'm
we
just trying
needed-
to argue. I don't really give a fuck.
I know you are.
You know?
Goddamn Orion bastard.
Okay, so
I feel like I'm too high for this. So what's what else is
Hazard,
going
you
on?
ain't getting away.
He ain't kidding with me.
All right,
Hazard,
so-
block his ass. Block his ass. Don't let him out.
put a poll up there right now, Chris. Did we go to the moon? Yes or no? And then meanwhile, we're gonna go to.
See, look what Fader Loke said. It was a race to see who could get there
Yeah,
first. And
it was a
we,
show. What
up,
at
Joey
that
Knuckles?
time, at that time, our country needed to see that we could beat Russia because Russia was a growing superpower at that time.
Yeah, it was like a
that's what I
race.
think it
That's
was.
a bit. That's it. It's just like with the Twin Towers. There's too many questions about how those towers blew up from the basement.
Okay, so there's a professor from Brown University, I believe it is.
Yes.
That's the one I was talking about earlier. Dr. Rasha Alami or something like that. And I'm sorry if I mispronounced it, but you deported anyway, so sorry about your luck.
Hey, bye, Felicia.
She went to the funeral to the Hezbollah leader, who's the leader of a terrorist organization, quote unquote. And when she tried to come back into the country, they
grabbed
said,
her.
"Bye, Felicia, bro."
Bye, Felicia. They said goodbye,
They
fucking
said
terrorists.
permanently?
Oh, yeah, she's done.
A judge. It's getting interesting, bro. A judge ruled that she should be able to come back into the States. Trump don't care, bro.
He revoked
He-
every
yeah,
passport
he
visa she had at that moment.
He revoked her.
You
And,
work with terrorists, you're gone.
that's one, and the other one's we'll put the student here. But let's talk about her first.
What's up, Lumpy?
What do you got? What do you think?
What up, lump?
You know what? I don't know what she did. You know what I mean?
Hazard's in the mood.
Well, I'll tell you what she did. She left our country to go.
That's a good one. Hazard's in the mood right
She
now.
left our country to go to, I guess, the
No, I understand it,
leader's
but
funeral.
so
Constant supporter.
while she was here, though, was
Yeah.
she like, they have that kid that they took, right? And supposedly he was one of them ones out demonstrating at the college and wreaking havoc and
Yep.
breaking
Yeah,
shit.
we'll
right?
talk about him right now.
I don't feel bad for him, right? If
I don't
you're,
feel
if
bad
you're
for him
here,
either.
because I watched Marco Rubio talk about this. This morning, and he was like, "Look, when you filled out that paperwork to come in the country, you said I'm here to get education. I love America.
I'm here
this
to
and that."
support.
Then you come
Yeah.
here and you're screaming "fuck America."
Yeah.
Okay, fuck you, get out.
Yeah.
Right. So I agree with that. But this lady, was she doing any of that before, or did she just know
Not
these
on the
people
surface.
and
She was
went?
she was
on the
supporting. She was a
Now,
terrorist
but,
sympathizer
okay.
and supporter.
Not on,
You
not on
could
the
be a
surface.
like you could know them, like I said, you have a homie and you know him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you're bad just because you know him. You
Well,
know
she
what I
went to-
mean?
she
Like
went- she left our
went
country to
the
go to
funeral.
the- yeah.
Maybe they were
I just think at
camaradas.
this
You know what
day
I
and
mean? He
age-
died.
I
You know
just
what I
think-
mean?
I just
He
think-
died. She's showing her support to the family. Maybe not all the family is terrorists, but my question is, if she was over here starting shit.
No.
Or telling her kids in class,
not
like, hey
in-
man,
maybe
you know what?
I don't know. Did they talk
Fuck
about what
the
she was
the
teaching?
USA.
No, she
Was she teaching anti-America rhetoric?
No. Well, from what I know, she's a director over there. She's not even. I think she's not in the
Yeah.
classroom. She was actually she's a surgeon that does either
It's like
kidney
kidneys.
or
I think it's kidneys.
or something.
Kidney specialist. or
Maybe they
something.
know something we don't. Like I
Well,
don't
no,
know.
what it is
I don't
they
know.
have a picture of her on her phone. I'm sure she probably has posts. She's probably popped up
If
and
she's
Yeah.
close-
she's probably
then I
popped up.
understand.
And I think
You
Trump's
know?
at the point where he's like, look, if you're not going to support us, get the fuck out. He's,
If you're not
someone
American.
someone is finally,
you're American, you got that
someone
right
is finally
to do
worrying
all
about us, which is what we've been saying for a while.
But
Yeah, I think
And-
the people that come here from another country and they're saying "fuck America" and all that shit,
I'm
yeah,
actually,
throw them the fuck out.
Believe it or not, I'm actually on the opposite side. I personally believe with her, you did go to the funeral of a known terrorist.
Yeah.
In today's thing, like right now, if you have a green card, bro, I don't care who you are, don't leave the country.
Yeah.
No, for sure. Yeah, don't
let
do
me
that.
give you some advice.
Don't
Do
do that.
not leave the country. I don't care how clean
Motel
you think
6
you are.
leaves the light on.
Yeah, because you might not come back, homie. That's how the new guys running the yard is right now, right? Don't. But as far as a student, believe it or not, I don't agree with what they're doing. I don't believe that. But to me, it's like he's a college student. Isn't that what they're supposed to do? They're supposed to be in their head. And then we had that conversation a little bit earlier. Every hippie from the 60s, 80% of them are fucking super conservative right-wing people now as you get older.
I think-
Hold on. So to me, when you see a young man like that and he's protesting, It's a freedom of speech, bro. Whether you like it or not, because you're not gonna deport. You're not gonna deport the skinhead guys that are out there fucking putting the swastika out and all that. So why is it that
we hate them? If they're American, you can't deport
As much as we hate the hippies, they were Americans.
But to me, they should still have a certain right. I think if he breaks the law, yeah, you get deported.
I think one of the separations in the protesting that everyone's like, oh, peaceful protest, freedom of speech. That freedom of speech and the right to protest, or what's it called, the right to lawful assembly, doesn't give you the right to break windows and damage. Once they cross the line with violence and graffiti and vandalism and destroying property, that's when we step in and say, you know what?
American,
that's where
you get caught, you go to jail.
That's where your right
American,
to peaceful protest ends.
Get the fuck out.
But I think his was just maybe hateful rhetoric.
No, he was involved in a lot of the
like
violent stuff. Like the hippies would just throw flowers
Marco
and try
Rubio
to kiss
made
you
a good
and
point. He
shit.
said, look, when you apply to come here,
There's a certain list of questions,
You know
yeah.
what I mean? There's a list of questions you answer them. And if you would have said, I'm going to come here and I'm going to protest against America, we wouldn't let you in.
So then let's get this straight. The rules are now, if you're here on visa, you do not have the same rights as an American.
I mean, I think that's. I
that's what it
if
is.
you're here on a visa, if you're applying, you need to show that you're better.
No,
You
again,
need to show
if
that
you
you're on
do
board.
different than whatever it is you
so
filled out,
if
then
you're here on a visa, you do not have the same rights as a citizen. Point blank.
I don't
That's
know
what
about all that.
Well,
I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
What I would say to that is, I do think that you do have certain rights.
Certain. Okay.
I do think that I don't believe that
you're not a made man.
that the local. I don't think that
You're a wise guy.
Well, I don't think that the local police
Friend of mine, not a friend
should
of ours.
fuck with you just because.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That being said, I mean, if I'm in Europe, if I go do a European swing for this album, like in the summer,
Yeah.
I really hope we can. So if I'm in Europe, right, I'm not doing bro. I'm gonna be over there chilling.
Bro, I went to
I'm gonna
Rosarito
be-
terrified,
I'm gonna
bro.
be doing shows, and I'm gonna, you know what I mean? I'm gonna be doing shows and eating. Like
This
that's
is true.
you're not going to go
Hey,
protest
I'm not-
and,
I just
and
got
throw
invited.
shit.
no, homie,
Yeah.
like because I don't know the I don't know
culture, everything.
and I don't know the fucking back streets. I don't know how to get away from something.
I
if
just got
needed to.
invited to go to Guadalajara. I was telling my girlfriend we're going there for graffiti. However, I was expressing I'm extremely uncomfortable because this is still Mexico.
Yeah, they
like
might
it or
get
not,
you, bro.
tourist graffiti, just a white boy covered in tattoos. Remember when I went to teach? I was terrified.
Stay in
I
the
was
tourist
terrified.
areas.
Yeah,
Racist, bro.
You
In the
gotta
tourist
be-
areas,
You
don't
be
worry.
very
Okay.
careful when you're in another country.
You need to be mindful.
Wear a
but
Mexican shirt, bro.
Mexican
No,
shirt.
I think you need to be.
Straight up.
What I would say is you need to be mindful, but also what I would say is, like, don't go.
Don't make a spectacle of yourself.
And also, don't go off the beaten path. Really.
No.
Yeah, that's good.
Well,
Stay on the boulevard.
What you said is absolutely correct because there is countries that will literally say, "No, you have a felony. You can't come over here."
Look what happened to the basketball player.
We won't
I
give you a
couldn't-
visa.
can't go to
I couldn't
Canada.
travel. Remember how many?
Yeah,
I told you
can't
it was
go to
convention.
Canada.
I couldn't go to Taiwan. I can't go to Australia. I can't go to Scotland. I can't go to Japan. I can't go to Germany's a wobbler.
Well, that was because
Wait,
you,
you can't go
and
to
that
Japan?
Giraffe,
He
bro.
can.
In the giraffe.
He can.
Yeah, I forgot about
Can I go to
that.
Japan?
He can.
Japan, they might have changed it, but I know Taiwan let me know we get to make the decision when you land.
Oh, you
Meaning-
dirtbag. You don't come here.
Well, Taiwan said if we don't,
dirtbag. You dirtbag. You don't come here.
yeah, Taiwan said if we don't like you, we'll put you in custody just for trying to come to our country. I don't want to be in a Taiwan jail.
I think you'd rather be in a Taiwan jail than El Salvador jail, bro.
El Salvador's looking pretty sharp right
bro.
now, boy.
Man, they just sent them fools.
Man,
over
you
there,
see,
them
are we
fools
talking
from
about that?
Venezuela.
Yeah,
Woo!
Bucali, bro.
Yikes.
I do not want to be in that jail.
I'm
That's
pretty
a
sure El Salvador,
motherfucking
we
jail.
are in full communication with a tourist spot in El Salvador. as we
Jeez,
speak.
bro.
I think
I
if
thought
I landed there, I'd
Pelican
get a
Bay was
Mai
bad.
Tai and a fucking, you know what I mean? You
Yeah,
get
there was a comment that said, "Why do they put their head down?" I said, "They're breaking them down."
Yeah, that's exactly. They're shaming them.
Yeah, they're breaking
It's
them
like
down.
what you do to a dog when you rub a dog's nose and shit. They're shaming all those gang members.
They're breaking them down.
They're breaking them down.
And I saw some of their faces. They had a guy with like long hair and this
Yeah.
and that.
They're shaving
This
his
was
head.
like in their head, like, I'm in a fucking nightmare,
What
bro.
the fuck? I wish I would have
Can
just
you
walked home.
in all seriousness, can you imagine being in the fucking county, you're in the towers or whatever, right? And then all of a sudden they're like, roll that shit up. Roll it up where? Boom.
Guantanamo Bay, motherfucker.
El Salvador.
I know.
Like that's
Are they in that one prison that he built?
I'd rather go to
Do
Guantanamo
they
Bay,
have their
bro.
own
So it
section,
costs-
or are they mixing them with
No,
everything?
look,
no,
so
no,
it
no.
costs $75,000 to house an inmate in California Department of Corrections for 1 year. This El Salvador made a deal with Trump.
7,500?
75,000, I think. El Salvador made a deal with Trump. I think it's like on the $22,000 spectrum.
Yeah,
So he
much
said,
cheaper.
"Fuck it, take them." Any of those MS Trendy Agua guys,
Everybody,
and
bro.
18 streeters, I think that's a rap
Here's
player.
the thing. here's the thing,
Yeah.
right?
Thank God I'm not from those neighborhoods.
I'm gonna keep it a buck though. It's frightening because it's a slippery slope.
Yes.
And that's a very ugly, dirty game. Now,
Yes.
Right.
if you're not an American citizen, then again, it's the whole like how many like what rights do you actually have?
Yeah.
But that whole ending birthright citizenship, bro, I don't care if a
don't like
woman
that.
comes over here pregnant with triplets straight from El Salvador and gets over and pops them out right on the linea in Corpus Christi or some shit. I don't give a I don't care, bro. Yeah, yep, they're American.
That's
They're
good.
American,
That's
for
right.
sure.
They're American.
It's always been like
because
that, too.
Because
It's
then
always
when
been
you
like that.
so here's my thing: when you end that or you propose ending that, for whom? At what point? How far back does it go? Your first generation here, your second generation here.
I
But
think
shit like that
would
can't
have to
be
be it
retroactive.
would have to be grandfathered in, but they will never pass. That's part of the
Yeah, that's not
Constitution.
gonna happen. I don't
That's more just to his base. I told you I was going to try. I tried. Let's move on. That's what he's going to do.
Wouldn't
That
I mean,
shit,
yeah,
that's-
I don't
but
think
it's
that's
just-
going to happen.
Rhetorically speaking, it's foul. And that's
hell
my
yeah, it's
issue.
foul.
And it's my issue. It's the reason that I would never support the man. It's the reason that I'm good. Because
Hey, fool, this
there's
is
certain
Trompito hood right here. Fool.
look, dog. Trompope, whatever the case, whatever you know, whatever the case is, you know. But the like, to me, the fact that he does little shit like that, I'm like,
Well, it's
we
what
know.
Gil said. He's pumping up his
Yeah,
people
we
that
know.
are supporting
And so
him.
my thing
ain't
is
gonna happen, though.
And my thing is like, but it's a slippery slope. Still.
There's some stuff that he's doing. He's enacting that. Can you see what act Trump is enacting? I
It's
believe
the Domestic Terrorist Act, or whatever.
1770 something,
Yeah.
Domestic Terrorist War Act
Yeah.
or something like
So
that.
you-
What was that,
so
like,
if your
saying
hood
the
becomes-
cartels are fucking,
But if if you're from a neighborhood or an organization that they deem to fall under that,
Terrorists, MS.
yeah, ain't no more
But
3 and 4 yard, ain't no more shoe.
Remember the
Guantanamo,
injunctions?
that's crazy.
Remember the gang injunctions?
Yeah.
That shit got unconstitutional. It's overturned. There is no more gang
yeah,
injunctions.
but this is
But this
a federal.
overrides the but this overrides the Constitution because it says that technically it's like a wartime act thing.
That's
And it's
exactly how he found
what
it.
it
Yeah,
said.
but
Wartime
that's what they
act.
did in prison when they locked everybody up. When they validated everybody, locked them up, and they won that court case and got out.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you could be 5
True.
years, 6 years, and
True.
so
That's the yeah.
Oh, I
but
know.
that's
I
what
was in
I'm
there for like 13.
Well,
I already
from what I
know. You know what I mean?
understand, from what I understand,
But
once you're there,
that's fucking scary, bro.
yeah, once you're in that prison,
No, it's
that's
real
it.
scary. But I don't think
That's-
they're going to be able to do that. though.
no, but that's
What you're talking
no.
about there, maybe that birthright citizenship, they're not going to be able
No,
to do
that
that.
that
No, but the
But what
but
you're
the whole
talking about,
but
yeah.
labeling a certain hood
No.
or organization,
No, what-
and then shipping them to Guantanamo.
So this is where we're at with that whole Guantanamo.
Americans or people from
Let-
a different country?
Americans.
Let me break it down
That's
to you.
scary.
No, it's not Americans yet.
I didn't
no,
think
not
that
yet,
was it.
but-
Let me break it down. This is what it is. A judge came out and told them you cannot do it. You cannot send them over there because a lot of those guys haven't gone through any of their due process, even though they're illegal aliens. Some have green cards.
Trump ignored it, right?
Trump ignored it because the judge is what this. Trump's a dirtbag, dude. Trump got the verbal from his attorneys. The judge told him you cannot do this. Trump's people said, "Well, we haven't got it here. We've had it on the books already." He shipped them out, 200. So that's where the judge came back and said, "I want to know when you shipped them out, when they were in the air. I want to see the flight logs and everything," because he's thinking that you guys shipped them out when
That
you guys got
judge
the
is
order.
not going to get those dudes brought back.
He's not getting them back. They're done. But I think it's gonna stop the rest from going over there.
Maybe.
But
Yeah,
regardless, if you, I've said this when Trump first came to office. I'm trying to school these guys, but they think I'm just an old man, don't know shit. If you from Central America down, if you don't have any paper, and especially if you're from El Salvador, fool, you better lay low or just fucking go somewhere else. Because if you get caught, you're gonna find yourself over there, fool.
Yeah.
And over there, it ain't no joke. Over there, it's not like the homies gonna get off because fucking the cop beat us up. They'll kill everybody, bro. Yeah. They'll kill everybody in that whole cell. Look what they did to the gang members. They put all of 18th Street, all in mess. Here you go.
That's crazy,
We're
huh?
not stopping no riots.
They told him that, huh?
Mátense. Kill yourselves.
I don't even think
That's
they're letting
insane.
them kill themselves. I think
No,
if they do
no, I
anything, they're
think I
getting
heard-
fucked
I heard a
up.
rumor
No,
that's
they're
what
in the
they
same
did.
cells now.
Yeah.
Those big,
Yeah, I know.
80
They're together, and they
It's
know
like,
if they do
was it
anything, they're gonna get
700 or
fucked up.
70 people cells, I think.
70 people cells, no
Something like
mats.
that.
And I
Yeah,
laugh
that's
because
They wanted to have a
That
mat.
no
Oh yeah,
mat
they
shit
laying
is-
out, they
that
sleeping
no
on
mat
that
shit,
metal
yeah.
rack.
they're sleeping on metal, bro, and nothing.
Hey, you
Right,
ever
right.
after cell extractions when
Yeah.
they take all your shit,
Yeah.
you got to sleep on the metal bunk for
Well,
like
the
a
worst
couple
part
days
is
till
that
they bring your
there's no-
mattress back? That's the worst.
There's no
what's-
parole in sight.
You know what's so
No
funny?
parole, no visits.
Yeah.
I'll never forget this shit. I remember one time we had boarded up, and we were at a state,
Okay.
and I tripped out because that was when I ain't gonna hold you. I remember I
That's
shot
the worst,
I shot a
huh?
kite to the homie. So we're out of state. We boarded up. They're doing cell distractions. And I shot a kite to the homie after. I was like, this shit's kind of cool right here, dog. Because I don't know. No, trip out. I don't know what they were thinking or the stat. They weren't ready for that shit. Mm-hmm. Right? They were like, these California fools are different.
Oh, anywhere. Other states ain't ready for us.
No,
so
nobody's
on the
ready
streets
for
or
us.
So this is
prison.
what I'm saying. This is out of state. We're in Arizona.
Yeah.
We're boarded up, yada yada. And then I remember the day that it finally like ended or whatever. They brought us like every tray because it was like 4:30. They brought us breakfast, lunch, and dinner at the same time.
Yeah, they
All
wanted
the
you guys to
trays.
stop.
Here, but from what I know in California, like,
Well, you know what?
Once it ends, that's it. I mean,
I seen like so I remember 92 Calipatra, we boarded up in the
Yeah.
ad seg, right? And what they would do is they would come up and be like, "You're coming out, fuck you," right? So they would take open the tray slot. We'd get the mattresses and get behind both of them and boom, they'll come in and they're just fucking you up. You know what I mean? Is what we'll try to get like soap on the floor, whatever to fuck them up, right?
Yeah.
You're getting fucked up.
Yep.
And then years later, man, it was the early 2000s.
Yeah.
Ironwood. So we're cell extracting over there, right?
Yeah.
Completely different. It takes a while. So the whole ad seg started, the homies we did, and then the white boys jumped in with us, right? So this shit took like 3 days. And so the air's
about
off,
right.
and it's hot as fuck over there. The air's off, the
Yeah.
water's off,
Toilets off,
from all
air
the
off,
pepper
yeah.
spray.
Yeah.
Like, so, we're ninja down, and what they do is they come and they're like, "You're coming out, fuck you." Boom, they have this long ass like pole,
it's like a battering ram,
and they fucking push
stick
it
in the
through.
fucking plane and like open the
they
yard.
undo the whole
Dog,
fucking
that shit
thing of
sucks,
pepper spray.
bro.
They pull it out and they're like, "You want to come out?" And
It's a gas
I gotta
chamber.
put those ain't coming
and
out.
You're still,
You know what I
and
mean?
you're still like, hey, fuck you.
So so
it's the
we did
worst, bro.
we did 3 of those, right? Me and my cellie.
Damn, you took 3 of the fucking tubes?
3 of them.
No diddy.
I ain't even gonna lie. This fool was like, "Come on, Trippy, we're gonna do it." You know what I mean? I was like, "Fuck you," right? So by the time we had all the junkless in the doors, but after they did the 3, they're trying to get the door open, and it took them a long ass time, right?
Yeah.
My cellie was on the bunk, half dead, right? And I was
Yeah.
sitting on the desk, like half dead. And when they came in, I tried to jump up to fight, and I was half dead. They just,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? And it was over, That shit was fucked up. That shit went on for like 3 days.
sucks,
And
dog.
then all we had was boxers. We ended up beating that. And then because they didn't detox the cell before they put us back in.
Oh, they threw you back in when you're all powdered up
Yeah,
still?
so you go to the shower. They have the cold water on you, and the
Yeah.
nurse is like, "Why are you hurt?" You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
then just boxers only. They put us all back in the cell.
Yeah.
Someone figured that shit out, so we all 602'd it that
Yeah.
they didn't detox the cells, and we beat it. And then they turned around and gave us another 115 for delaying count, which carries the same time in suit. We all got found guilty for that. And not delaying count for boarding up.
Yeah.
For being gay with a
But
prior.
dog, what a difference! You know what I mean? And like, before they get you out, they'll have a psychiatrist there.
Yeah.
They'll be filming it. They'll be like, "Sir, you guys are about to get beat up." You know what I mean? Fuck you too. And then they come.
You
know?
went from those beautiful days to taking your kid out to a Clipper game, bro.
Pretty sweet.
That's pretty nice,
Pretty
right?
sweet.
Let's get that phone going, Chris. Put that phone number up there.
Lumpy, what up? Jim Dizzle, I see you.
Landolero, trucha, homie. I'm glad I'm.
Lumpy, you never
In my
extracted?
15-year term, I never had to cell extract. Fuck that.
We might as well rough Lumpy up.
So,
next time
so
we see him.
how many times do they have to shoot that cannon in there before?
Usually once, like they shoot
they-
it and they're coming in.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They
They're
dropped
shooting,
it.
they're
They
coming
dropped
in.
your tray slot. They dropped your tray slot.
Yep.
It literally looks like a battering ram. But it's
Oh,
a
that
battering.
thing, they, like,
it looks like a
clip it
battering
in.
ram, and they go boom, and they open
seen
the
that-
fucking.
No, we were
yard.
trying to hold it. We
You
were
seen
trying
that?
to hold it, and they just like there's 2. It's like on the outside, like a plexiglass, no,
Yeah.
like a metal thing, and 2 seals
Yep.
hold it, and they ram that shit in
who
there,
was
and
that
they just
Big ass wood that would go viral for that, man. He would be on
Wes Watson would have stopped that
No,
thing.
it wasn't
fucking
Wes, but
beat
no,
up all the Hudas.
hey, but it was a big swole ass fool.
Garrett too.
Hey, it was a big ass swole fool that they had on one of those MSNBC fucking I forget lockup and all that.
I don't know if that's
and
true.
No, they have it on video, bro.
he did?
Oh,
What did he
Jesus.
say? They
no,
filmed the cell extraction?
yeah, that they would have to film it that way they don't get sued.
Well, the sheriffs used to film it in
Well,
county.
they
released
film
the
all
video.
of them
They
now.
film all of
Well,
them.
this
film all
guy
of
went
them.
viral because they showed him MSC lockup. This was probably in the early 2000s. Oh, he was an animal, bro. He's a big fucking Viking. He's coming out like, ah. I mean,
Well, you have to fight because you could try to give up. By that
have to
point,
fight.
it's
They're
too
gonna
late.
fuck you up.
You're gonna fuck you
Yeah,
up.
no, but this
as
fool
long
was
as you
like-
don't stab them or something, you're not
fair
gonna get
play.
a assault
Yeah,
right up.
yeah.
You know, if you stab them, yeah, they're gonna.
all right, guys, the bat line is open 747-279-8109, 747-279-8109. But yeah, this fool was a beast, bro. And they showed him later on in life, you know, and his glory days were over and shit. But yeah, I wouldn't like that, bro.
A lot of the white boys are like that in a hole.
They do the self-destruction.
Yeah, well, no, the homies are the worst at it.
Hit the mic, homie.
We were. I don't know. I don't want. I mean, I think
So
we
were you
were
guys,
the
were you guys
biggest.
just bored?
There was reasons behind it.
Yeah,
Okay,
there's always some kind
okay.
of group choice.
And you got to get it.
Only wackos are like boarding up and fucking
Throwing
piss.
piss,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? Everybody's like, dude,
I didn't get. I didn't get my piece of cake. Boarding up.
Yeah, you get some old weirdos.
Hotline. What you got?
Yo, what up, Cholo? Me estás asustando, güey.
¿Por qué, güey? ¿Por qué, güey?
You scared me with that moon landing conspiracy.
No. The moon landing is the conspiracy.
Yeah.
The truth is we never went, fool.
Yeah.
These are facts. I would bet the house and farm on that, bro.
I'd take a good wager on it.
Right? What do you?
Hey, don't you think the Russians would have exposed something like that, though?
The who?
The Russians, he said.
No, because they all tried it. They all couldn't admit it because they're all part of the hoax. Every country, I think, even China,
So
they're
they're
all
all in the
hoaxing.
same- they're
So why
all
would
in the
anybody
same-
admit it?
But they haven't been there, so why wouldn't they go? You motherfuckers are lying. You didn't go neither.
Yeah,
we can't make
there
it.
has
Neither
to
can
be
you.
a reason, but yeah, I can't get over the fact that everything got destroyed, that we don't have the technology. It's
Yeah.
the only part of technology that's gone backwards. Think about it, dude. 50-something years, and we can't go
just
back.
say the flag.
That is weird.
If we made it, explain the flag.
And if not, give me a Google Earth. Give me a Google Earth link that I can see the rover up there, bro.
And just explain the flag. Why is
Hey,
the flag
real
waving?
quick,
Yeah, go ahead. Get in there.
There's a guy that was Eric von Braun. He's a German
Yeah, I've heard of
who
him.
was the guy that went to NASA, right? He's the one that. So when he died, don't you think he could have like just said, "Fuck these guys, they ain't going to the moon"?
Didn't we steal
I mean,
him?
if you
We
think
stole
about
him
it,
from the
once
Nazis.
you use a piece of technology, you can't rebuild it. Like it has to be somebody smart.
Okay, if
You know what I mean?
if you believe that we went to the moon, then you have to believe there was a magic bullet who shot Kennedy.
Well, Hitler,
No,
look,
no,
he
different
mentioned
things,
he mentioned
different
something
things.
good.
Yeah,
Werner
I think
von
it's a
Braun.
false equivalence.
Werner
I
von
think
Braun,
it's
he's
perfect.
right. He was working on a rocket for Hitler. It's
Hey,
called
Warner von Braun, there you go.
It's called
Yeah.
the
There you go.
lines, the
Yeah.
lines of the
Werner von
60s and
Werner
70s,
von
bros.
Braun, he's talking about, was one of Hitler's. Hitler had a group of scientists.
He was
that
a Nazi.
that
Yeah.
America stole them.
Yeah.
We stole all their scientists when World War II was over.
Yeah, Russia got a lot, but we got the
we
better
got
ones.
some too.
Yeah,
so
we
what
got
he's
the better
talking about
ones.
is legitimate. That's Werner von Braun. He was working on a rocket program.
Nazis.
Yeah, we did.
Well, I mean, my bad. Sorry,
You
America.
know what's crazy is they came over here and got
On the
that
spectrum.
Werner von Braun
On the
was a
spectrum.
We know what you
full-on
mean.
Nazi, and
No,
he became
well,
like
they
a
had a- I
chingon
mean,
at
there was
fucking
a-
NASA.
There was a
always
Nazi,
good when you
there
get
was
the
a
better
Nazi
Nazis, right?
rally in
Yeah,
Madison
yeah.
Square Garden at one point.
That was a big thing.
Yeah, for sure.
In like the
Well,
30s.
a lot of people
shit,
don't
yeah.
know this, and let me be the one to say it. But there was a. I'm not. I don't give a fuck about Hitler. Fuck him. But he had a really bunch of good ideas, and those scientists he had working for him and his.
Oh, no,
bro, it's insane.
didn't have
we're
good
still,
ideas. They were
we're
straight
still
evil.
benefiting from a lot of those ideas that he created. The rockets, the missiles.
Not
some of
him,
those-
those scientists.
We
Not him.
disassociate ourselves from everything.
I just
and-
lost
and-
all
and-
that sponsors
Hitler
now.
was a
Hitler
fag.
goes all of our
Hitler
sponsors.
was
My bad.
Hitler was a fucking pussy. He was a
Yeah.
fucking meth head. He was a fucking a misinformed,
You're right, Smiley, you
failed
froze.
artist. All right, he was mad
Pete,
because
you
you know what I'm saying.
Did you
What's
bring
up?
up his artwork?
Hold on, guys. Hotline. What you got?
Fuck that fool.
Hey, see.
Yeah.
It also sounds like you're skimming away from fucking Trump. You're getting away from the Trompito card.
No, check it out, fool. People seem to think that I say this even before. Whoever's in power, I'm going to criticize policies that I don't like. I am not a blind supporter. I'm not a blind supporter of any politician, and I was thinking, yeah, listen, you go to college, slippery slope. There's certain things that I'm like, yeah, those are slippery slopes because it can't be to a point where I'm enacting these wartime acts. That means I can pick up a citizen, just like they did the Japanese, and say, hey, come on, you're going to concentration camps. Yeah. So to me, it's like, no, there is a slippery slope. But the good thing is this. We got the Supreme Court right now. Roberts just ruled, and he wrote when they wrote the memo on the judge they're trying to impeach because he's the one blocking them from taking them to El Salvador. The Supreme Court already said, no, bro, that judge has a right to do that. We're not going to impeach a judge just because you guys don't like the ruling. So that's a great sign. And he's a conservative justice of the Supreme Court. That's a great sign. That's why we have these things in place to stop, people from going overboard.
That already went to the Supreme Court?
They rush stuff like that. Yeah, it has to.
Look, I'll speak from experience. I'm a homie from fucking Cali, deported to Mexico, right?
Oh shit, okay.
And fucking, okay, and I see it like, hey, we did this shit. I was in these times and I got deported to El Salvador. Fuck it, we got in this shit. We're in the game, though. Like that's how this shit runs. We know what it comes with. We're not gonna cry.
But that's different, bro. El Salvador's game over, fool. It's no more game. That's game over. You do not disappear from life.
Are you in El Salvador or are you in Mexico?
No, Mexico.
No, he said he's in Mexico, and shout out to the homies out there in Tijuana and Rosarito.
I got a gang of homies
everywhere.
It's a lot of good individuals that are expatriated.
Hey, I'm from Mahonta too. What's up, Hazerd? I'm right there from the 909.
What's cracking, Dougie? How you doing?
Oh.
Chilling. Yeah, deported out there from the 909 back out here in Mexicali.
How long you been out there?
Mexicali.
9 years. 10 years.
9-10 years.
My homeboy Butch has been out in TJ about 9.
That's a good point.
Yeah, and also
college kids they do that. They protest.
Yeah.
What was that?
Go ahead, caller.
Yeah, also a lot of bullshit. You know what I mean? Like fucking all this deportation shit, getting people scared away from Trump, but don't let it happen. Fucking American Cholo, you gotta trust the process.
No, listen, brother, I'm trusting the process.
He
like,
said he's cleaning house.
And he's over there, bro. Think about it. And he's over there. The thing is this would not happen if the Biden administration would have had a secure border, bro. That's all. This is what happens when you let something like that open up. Now you need to clean house, and that's exactly what you're saying. That's exactly what he's doing, bro. Unfortunately, you're gonna get some people. You will get collateral damage, but that's why I tell people, don't break the law, fool. Right now, it is not time to break the law.
But it wasn't just the Biden administration. They've been not getting a good immigration plan forever.
What you got?
Also, another point of contact. A lot of people get all offended when Trump wants to deport people in Mexico. Like they do the same thing to Guatemalans, to Central Americans.
People, fool.
It's not nothing but feelings. Yeah. And I don't know why people think that they're allowed or it's a privilege to be in the U.S. Like, man, if you got over there, you got to fucking act right.
There you go. Hey, homie, I appreciate the call. I got some more people
trying to tap in.
Homie. Good.
Yeah, thanks for calling in, Dougie. I was up. Huh?
Late. That's how you do it, brother. Raider Tommy in the building. What's up, Raider Tommy?
Raider Tommy.
Raider Tommy is cracking.
There's a few that they already started putting pictures of them. I would like to see this. I would like to see for every person that gets deported, them having a website and boom, charges. What'd you get deported for? In other words, if you got a DUI, you from Venezuela and came in, you should not be a secot. You should maybe getting deported to your country if that's
you got caught for a robbery or a rape or a murder.
Or sorry about your luck.
You gotta go.
Hotline.
Wind. So, there's movement in space. There's solar wind and
So
I'm not saying the flag moves because there's a bunch of wind or something, but there's a lot of stuff going on in space.
Oh, I think that's out of the atmosphere.
You know what I do have? I've got bigger proof right now. They asked the smartest computer in the world, the AI computer, that this AI computer they take a picture, they take a video, they give it to it and say, is this real? And that computer spits it out. It's been 100% every single time. They shot the video of the moon to that computer. False. It said,
the
AI said, hell to the no, this ain't real.
Solar wind is a very valid.
Look that up, Chris. I might be making it up. I might be making
However,
it up,
I believe solar.
I'm about to make that shit the fuck
I might have been fucked up in the bar at that conversation, bro. It happens to the best of us, bro.
That's actually really good.
It happens to the best of us.
sounded good though, Gil.
I believe the solar wind is out of the atmosphere, not in the atmosphere by the planet. I believe that's out of the atmosphere.
Listen,
their atmosphere is different.
Go ahead, caller. Get your money.
Solar wind, when it comes to stuff like that, it's in the vacuum of space. And when it comes to like, you ever hear of like a supernova?
Yeah, but again, that's out of the atmosphere of the interior version because there's a separation.
Interior version.
Well, there's a separation from
Hey, you
space.
know, Max
the moon
smoked a
doesn't
lot
have
of
that,
dope. He
no.
just pulling up words
I
out
read
his
our
ass.
books. You ever seen when a
The moon doesn't have an atmosphere.
Hey, caller.
Yeah,
How
I was
about
gonna
There you
say
go.
Ciroc, right?
who recorded the little ship taking off?
Okay.
There was the camera they left right there.
Yeah, no, but who recorded that?
Who
caller?
recorded the ship taking off?
It was a camera stuck to one of the bags. What are they called? The shuttles that have like a bunch of liquid and stuff like that.
The lunar land, the rover, the lunar land. So, but that one also shifted up as I think was flying up, and it caught it perfectly. And if you got a delay, I think they said the delay would have been like 30, 45 seconds. Like, to try to
Is
time
there a
that.
moon
Not to
rover up
mention,
there,
we
you
launched
think, or no?
satellites. We've already launched a few satellites into space. Russia launched Sputnik before they even went into space. We did the same thing too. We launched a bunch of things
there
into
AI
space
thing, Chris?
before we even sent.
Oh yeah, hold on. Let me see. Chris is gonna pop this up real quick.
Whether or not he was bullshit.
Do you think there's a
I'm a
rover
bullshit.
up there for real, Gil? Do you think there's really a rover up there or no?
No,
You don't?
No, there's nothing up there, bro. They've never
Because I
been
really
up there.
have no clue. Jim.
Yeah,
I still don't think that
Hey,
explains.
they've never been up there, bro. They've never been up
A
there.
lot of people have argued the.
Hey, that one guy has
there
a
would be no
point
way.
though.
Who's that? Hazard?
That one guy has a point though. Wildcat, that China would have put us on blast. Freaking
For
Russia
sure.
would have put us on blast. But everybody's
I
trying to
agree
go
with
up
that.
there
But
too.
then again, I bet you if I Google Chinese people there, I bet you will find somebody. We just don't talk Chinese. We don't watch it, bro. Because it's like a lot of stuff with the misinformation going back and forth. When was the last time you turned on the Chinese news or Google? What do the Chinese think about the moon landing? I never have.
Hell no. Yeah, I don't
Ni
know
hao?
that stuff.
Huh?
Is Chinese ni hao?
Ni hao.
Is that
Yeah.
Chinese? Well, ni hao. I don't know.
Well, just like with
hell is that?
9/11, everybody, nobody believed. A lot of people didn't believe 9/11
You
either.
know funny thing? I'm about to look
A
it
lot
up.
of people.
Chris.
refuted
Yeah, he
that
made
as
that
well.
shit up like a
Charlie,
motherfucker.
I didn't make it up, bro.
No, I heard that too, Gil.
Yeah, it's true. Bro. Right,
Oh, yeah.
I heard that shit too.
There's a lot. There's more evidence.
I heard that completely corroborative statement.
There's more evidence to refute this than there is to back it up. Unfortunately,
I don't know, man. For what was the purpose?
we were in a race with Russia.
What I think is America is just trying to, keep all the knowledge to themselves. That sounds kind of weird to say, but like, if they were the first ones to do it, and the only
That actually
people
makes
to do
a
it,
little
why
sense.
would
Well, yeah, that I
Everyone's
can-
trying to
I can
keep
understand
up
that.
with more
I can
knowledge
understand
than the
that.
other.
But why wouldn't we go
countries.
back?
Yeah, why wouldn't?
That's
why-
my
maybe
question.
there was
That's my
none-
question.
I think we've been going back. You know what I mean? We have a lot of satellite weapons in space now, and like, suddenly
Yeah, but
China's
we would
like,
have
oh,
an
we wanna do the
established
same shit
stronghold
too.
there.
Is there a satellite image of the rover on the moon? Why wouldn't there be? We got Google Earth, right?
We would have. Yeah, come on. You can.
But
You
kind
can.
of
Yeah,
what
there's
he's saying.
tell me
What
what I'm
about-
wearing as I get in my
satellite
car.
images of the rovers
You know how you
online,
said,
satellite
Gil, that-
I'll find that one later.
There's an app that can show you what kind of socks I have on when I exit my house. Let alone.
No, there
you
is
go.
not.
Yes, there is. Google Earth does all that shit.
It says what
You
kind
can
of
see-
socks you have.
I'm being funny, but you know what I'm saying.
All right, caller, you got anything else before I let you go?
No, I'm just a huge fan. Hey, Gil, you're like super famous over here in San Jose.
Nice, brother.
dope,
Thank you,
dope,
brother.
man.
Shout out to
Yeah.
San Jose, brother. Much love.
Hell yeah.
That's what's up.
All right.
man.
Looking
Yeah,
out,
good
Jim.
day.
Thanks.
That's right.
I'm still pretty sure solar wind is out of the atmosphere. And I think the moon does.
No,
I need to
they're
find this guy and bring him here. He'll
completely different.
I'm telling you, I've seen this guy stuff. He'll just shut everything down, bro. He's got
AI stuff?
books. He's got.
Why don't you bring a scientist that argues for the moon instead of against it?
I'm bringing both.
No,
Let 'em
yeah,
go at
both.
it.
I'm gonna have Hazard and that guy. Damn, Chris, what's wrong with Hazard? Hold on. Chris and Charlie on Hazard.
Let me get
Damn,
that, Chris.
We got another phone call.
damn, big hands. That fool said Charlie.
Yeah.
Shit, call.
Hotline.
Hey, so if we didn't land on the moon,
Here we go,
does
here
that
we
give
go.
us- So,
Go ahead.
if we didn't land on the moon, is there a chance that the Earth is flat?
Oh Lord.
If we didn't land on the moon,
I mean, I still think we evolved from monkeys. So.
no, I don't think so, because when we first started this game of life, when records were being made, the Earth was flat. Everybody. And if you said the Earth was round, you're a fucking moron.
Yeah.
And then eventually they started taking the little ships and they thought they're gonna fall over, and
Yeah.
they figured out
No
the
one's
moon.
never fall
yeah,
over.
the moon is not the world is not flat. I mean, there's
Yeah,
no
now,
way.
and now men can change their sex and play in women's sports.
Yeah,
So, I
exactly,
mean, you know,
exactly.
Apparently that shit just got shut down.
It's a perfect
Yeah,
internet.
what do you think?
Hey,
Talk to us.
Is it Hazard, the guy on the left?
Ooh.
Yeah, it's me. It was
hold
crazy.
on.
Chris,
We got some
Chris
stuff.
Okay.
specifically
Yeah.
found something.
I can tell you-
No, it's ours.
I can tell you, hey, the homie, with all due respect, you have a little bit of TDS in you, huh?
Wait, what?
PDF.
CDS.
CDF.
Trump's derangement syndrome.
Oh, who? None
Trump
of us have
derangement
that?
syndrome. Who? Hazard?
Hazard?
No, Hazard's not like
Yeah,
that.
the guy on the left. I'm looking. I'm on the screen.
Yeah, you're
So,
left. Yeah,
to the
no.
left.
Hazard
No,
doesn't
no,
have
Hazard doesn't
TDS.
have that. He just doesn't like a couple of his
He
policies.
said you
I
don't
don't-
like Trump.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't fuck with him, but I'm not. I don't do the whole like
Yeah.
Fuck
I don't
Donald
try
Trump all the
to. I
time.
don't try to. Well, my thing is, I don't try to obsess over the meaningless shit.
Well, you're not dyeing your hair blue and running around the streets with a sign.
Yeah, no.
Nah, that's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
I don't rock with his policies. I do think that he's had some. I just think he's a fucking idiot. But that being said,
Other than immigration, what policies don't you
But,
rock with?
I just think that the way he tries to approach economics is wholly irresponsible because he's doing it from the viewpoint of a billionaire, right? He's
All right.
got a fuck ton of money, but he doesn't fundamentally understand
Let me get that charge.
how the average American is kind of really paycheck to paycheck and how bad off
okay, let me
it is,
let me
right?
jump in. So you don't think he has people in his background telling him, in the backside telling him like, hey, don't do this, don't say this. But you got to think, he's a billionaire. He doesn't have to be like right now. I'm in Northern California in the Central Valley. We hit gas drop $3. I got gas today, $3.91.
Nice.
That's
Wow.
good.
Nice.
I was like, what the hell? And I see a bunch of people saying, oh, it's not. And then the eggs up here
They're going
drop,
down.
and it's not because of Gavin,
Yeah,
but
Gavin,
hell
you guys
no.
in Southern California,
We
that's
don't
a
like
whole
Gavin
different-
down here.
No, fuck Gavin.
Yeah, but nah.
Yeah.
I don't rock with but
Same
see,
here.
that's the thing. I don't rock with Gavin Newsom either.
Yeah.
I genuinely think that politics as a whole right now is a cesspool.
Well, you know something I wanted to say. I just didn't want to cut off the caller. You
Yeah.
know, look at how bad things just were, right? And he's not going to just fix everything overnight, right? But I feel like we're going in the right direction,
I think
and
so.
they were on him day one. How come eggs hasn't dropped on price yet?
Yeah.
It's like, dude, what are you talking
I just
about?
go to
right?
Trader Joe's.
But
They got
guess
the-
what?
they got
Hey,
They
hey,
are
why don't people
going
do that,
down.
right? $5 or
Shout
something.
out to
Hey,
fucking
they
Trader
are
Joe's.
going down.
For
Gas
real.
is
Hey,
going
caller,
down.
appreciate the call.
What are you
Support my
going to
friend.
say if
Thanks
things
for
get
calling.
better?
All right, shout out to Jose.
Hazard, what are you going to
Yeah.
say if things get
What
better?
if I didn't do in the last?
You're going to be
freaking
like, okay,
4
he's doing
years?
okay or no?
Yeah, no.
Because I don't like his style
I can
neither.
call I can
But-
call it how I see it. If we
What's that article you pulled up?
if we are in a better place,
Let me
you
let me
know,
let me let me
2.5 years from now,
read this
great.
article. Put it up there for all the people, please, Chris.
I'll
Yeah. Put it up there for all the people.
I'm gonna check it out. But yeah, just look up. Yeah.
All right. Give us away.
All it is on Instagram and TikTok that's ruining the normal people like us. All that shit.
Okay. Sorry, brother. I'm trying to read this thing. Thanks for the call, my man.
All right,
thank you.
later.
All right, brother. So Chris put the link out there for you guys to see it. Let me read it out here. Turns out it's a fake. A deep fake, as we now call it, AI manipulated media, MIT's Center for, is that MIT?
MIT's, yeah.
For Advanced Virtuality. What's it? Oh, let me get my glasses, bro. I'm getting fucking old here, buddy. This is even worse. The false Nixon video using an AI app that combines real footage with an actor's reading an unused speech. Okay, that's not what I'm... Oh, okay, here we go. Was actually prepared in case tragedy struck. The video, titled "In the Event of a Moon Disaster," was cooked up last year, but the MIT team put it online this week to mark the 51st anniversary of the July 20, 1969 moon landing. Says it meant to serve as a warning for coming impressive. But that's on the... That was the Nixon thing, right?
yeah, that's something different.
No, but it was Nixon talking about the moon landing. It was Nixon talking...
Okay, you know what I want to talk about?
Yeah.
I got an album dropping this Friday.
Oh, let's do
That's
it,
what
play
I'm
it. Let's do
talking
it.
High sounds
That's what I'm
and low
talking
fi.
about.
Yeah, get the call real quick, and then we'll talk about that. Hotline. Hey, Chris, when you gonna change the clock up there, bro?
I know.
That's
I know.
fucking
Yeah, you've been
up,
killing
Chris.
me, bro. You've been killing me, bro.
Fucking me up, Chris.
You're the manager up here, Chris.
Oh, this.
Hey, dog, there's clocks in my house still not set.
Hotline.
My watches.
Hey, American Cholo.
Oh, shit. Bama, what up, man?
The Alabama Mexican. The Alabama Mexican. Damn, I thought we were
What's
gonna get away
cracking?
from you today, bro.
Evans
Hey.
to Betsy.
Man, I hope you guys are doing good over there, man. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
we
we're
good.
good.
We good. What's up with you, Bama? How you doing? How's your cousin doing?
Hey, man, stop talking about my cousin, man. You know what I'm saying?
That's not just my cousin. That's my wife.
What's cracking? Alabama, what's cracking?
I'm gonna have to. Hey, American Cholo, I'm gonna have to check you one of these days about that, man. You know what I'm saying?
Man, homie, just don't pull up to the studio knocking looking for Gail, because you might get beat up.
Yikes.
Hey,
What's up?
Hey man, what we ain't gonna do right now is talk about the people landing and the moon being fake. That happened like 100 years ago, man. You know what I'm saying, man?
So you think? You think it's real, Bama?
I don't know, but if they faked it, I'm really impressed that the Americans faked that shit too.
I'm impressed.
I'm proud to be from a country that faked that shit first. Yes, it is fake, you know?
Proud to be from a country that faked it first.
So fucking,
That's right, man.
We winners, damn it! We winners.
Even
That's
when we
a
lie, we
fucking-
win.
That's fucking gold.
that's a fucking great idea, man.
Yo, that's a clip.
That's
a
fucking
clip.
gold,
That's
bro.
a clip for
That's
this.
fucking
We gotta
gold.
get
How about
Bama
to
in
say
here one day,
America,
man.
man?
What's up, Bama? Talk to us, man.
Hey, you guys want to talk about some real conspiracies that are recent or what?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, hit us.
Hey, well, if you guys don't know this about Joe Biden, hey, you guys know he's more gangster than any other president in history?
I didn't know it. Why is that?
Well, just, I mean, red flag number one, his nickname is Sleepy, man.
It
You know what I'm saying?
All right, this is true. This is true.
Okay, what's red flag
Hey,
number two?
Is that a straight up gangster name, Sleepy, or what?
Yeah, he is, but his son is a.
And he grabs the
His son's
homies.
pretty gangster.
I mean, he does tend to
Son's a
grab
crackhead.
women's
Hey,
asses.
hey, number two, you guys was talking about it last week. He grabbed Trump's wife's ass. You know, that's pretty gangster,
He
right?
did.
Yeah, he did.
He's known to
He
sniff
did
a dog
that.
real quick, too.
Yeah, he will sniff some
He'll sniff your
motherfuckers too,
child.
huh?
Oh, he will,
Hey.
bro. What's up, Bama?
Hey, and the third one, he makes Lush from No Jumper. Look, his son is just like Lush, but Lush is healthier than his son. You know what I'm saying?
Jeez. I don't know. Lush was on the ground the other day, bro. Not looking too hot, bro. Get your shit together, Lush. Get your shit together, brother.
Nah, shout out to Lush, man. I hope he's all right. What the fuck happened? What did I miss?
I'll tell you right now on air. I saw a picture of him fucking on the ground, puked at the No Jumper set. But to me, it's like, dude, why would you take a picture of this guy like that? I mean,
Yeah.
I see one of you guys like
That's
that.
kind of
I'm
fuck
getting
shit.
towels.
Yeah.
I'm cleaning this shit up, and
Maybe
I'm giving you
picking on him
water,
over there
fool.
anyway.
It's
Yeah.
because
I had a homie have too much, and I remember being concerned that nobody was videotaping
Taking
him.
pictures of them.
Of
Yeah.
course,
The
of
reason why I
course.
turned that platform
Nobody
down.
wants
I
to
like when they
relive
get
that
wheeled
bullshit.
out of a casino.
That look, well, that was fun. See, but that's my wife. That's a petty ass woman. You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
Hey, I'm gonna take pictures.
All right, Bama, I'm gonna give you one more before I deport you, fool.
They didn't get you on.
Hey,
Or they
hey,
did get you on.
Yeah, go ahead. One more before I
Hey,
deport you.
American Cholo, you know how I'm always roasting everybody except you?
You roast me too, bro.
Hey, just let me start off with this one.
Go ahead.
Hey, has anybody ever told you have the same lineup as Stephen A. Smith?
Yeah, fool, looking sexy as hell, bro. Come on, carnal. See,
The lineup, the forehead is the same, huh?
I don't know, fool. I'm gonna have to check Stephen A. He might be my daddy, fool. I don't know.
That fool saying you got a 5 head. No,
Big
come
ass
on.
over.
homie.
How old are you, yo?
I just turned 50 last week, bro.
No, that's not bad. That's not bad then for 50.
I'm
That's
looking
not
great.
bad.
I don't know if that's a good compliment or not. But that's not kind of
Me and Mohawk are both doing bad in the motherfucker. We're bald.
All right,
Hey,
Alabama Mexican. I appreciate you,
I found the
player.
wheelchair pick. Can you?
Hey, thank you.
Can you
Thank
throw
you.
it on
All right,
screen?
bro. You have a great
Bama.
night. Later,
All right,
brother.
Bama.
All right.
Oh,
I found the wheelchair.
Oh, email it to us.
Can you put it on screen?
Yeah, email it to us. Yeah, for sure.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, hold on.
Yeah, turn the phone calls out,
That's
Chris.
awesome.
Game, homie.
Let's hear about the new album coming out, and at the same time, look at this
Sure,
crazy
I'm
pick.
waiting on that. I want to hear the YouTube.
Can I
out of that
airdrop
guy.
it? Do you have,
Yeah,
you have
yeah.
airdrop
Oh, I've been
device?
bumping
No?
that, bro.
Okay, hold on.
PCs.
All right,
I
what's
just recorded it off the show.
what's
Oh, no, I got it on
what
email.
is it?
It's
But
all
it's
really?
yeah, I got it on email.
cholo@gmail.com.
Okay, I got it.
American1cholo at
It's
gmail.com.
the
Yeah.
digit one. American, the digit one, Cholo.
Yep.
Box State, Colorado. What's going on, homeboy? They say they got an 8 head. 8 head? Like, damn, bro. Got the bumps right here. When I was a kid, I was on the bike, but on the fucking handlebars. My brother was driving.
Flip you off.
No, worse. My
we hit
friend
the
down
brakes.
the street right here. My foot got stuck on the wheel. I just went bam straight on the head, bro.
Oh, your foot got stuck in the wheel?
My foot got stuck in the wheel, bro. I swear to God, you see
That's
this?
happened to
You
me
see this
before.
bump? That's how my forehead was, bro. They were thinking about like doing surgery or putting a needle in it because it was
Cutting it,
just.
yeah.
Putting a needle in there.
No, if you go like this, to this day, you still feel the fucking.
Wow.
Yeah, it never went away. Oh, and a white man saved my life, bro. He picked me up and walked me all the way home.
No,
Should we thank Hitler for that or?
No?
And my mom said, "Pendejo."
Fucking stupid.
Well, when we were kids, your leg could fall off and they'll put a Band-Aid on it.
bro. Yeah,
That's it.
for sure.
I'd have no leg. My mom would put duct tape. It's good.
Go ahead. We should have just got that phone call while he's doing the.
Yeah, grab the phone.
We got it. Let's see what you guys got in the chat today, man. Boo ha ha ha! It happened to everyone. Yeah, something like that, bro. Hazerd sounds like the kid. What? Just like Kid Frost. No offense or anything. I wouldn't take offense to that, bro. I would not.
Compliment.
I sound like Kid Frost?
That's what they say.
That's what they said.
Maybe the voice, not when you rap. I don't think so.
At all.
No, he's completely different.
No, I don't think so. How long have you been rapping now? Fucking Hazerd? 10 years? 20 years? You get the phone call real quick, Chris.
Like 20 songs?
Jeez, that's right, oh boy.
That's
Remember when
crazy.
I first heard your shit? Was when you did
Hotline.
that diss rap on a Whack 100.
Cracking, Gil.
What's going on, oh boy?
Chilling, dude. Chilling.
Talk to us.
I wanted to just share the experience with my grandpa. My grandpa was an aeronautical engineer, and I believe the moon landing was real. My grandpa was hired. He was from Chicago. He was hired by Boeing in the 30s, the late 30s. My grandpa was born in 1919. So he gets sent to Seattle first, and in the 40s, he helped engineer the gunner pods that were on the B-19s.
Right.
Boeing was bought by McDonnell Douglas. McDonnell Douglas took the space program over, and my grandpa, after the war was over, engineered the Mercury capsule, which was the first attempt to send a man around orbit, or just around the Earth, just to see if they could get a human up and back down into Florida. They would launch them off of Florida, and they would land over there. So that was like 61, from my understanding, 1961 to 63. Yeah. 69, they had the technology to get the dude to the moon.
So what happened to technology? Disappeared? It's like we have an iPhone, and imagine in 50 years we're back down to the little flip phones with a little screen, and be like, what happened? Oh, we lost the technology.
No, estás fumando, viejón. ¿Qué pedo?
Who's going to believe that, bro? Who's going to believe in 50 years there is no iPhones? There's little flip ones with a little screen.
We're back to beepers. We're back to beepers.
Yeah,
no, it's advanced, Gil.
Huh?
It's advanced. Elon Musk is sending Starship to Mars this year.
No, I believe they can. Look, those. I believe
what are
they
you talking
can.
about?
I believe they can send that stuff. I don't believe a human being will survive going out to the moon. You talk to all kind of scientists. I've heard many things, and they all say, there is this certain one that has so much.
Well, I'm just telling you what. I have like a box full of files that my grandpa left behind too, so it's fascinating to me.
Oh no, I'm sure he wasn't just
way
a major
smarter than me. Engineer mind. I mean, like, but you know, it takes minds like that to engineer and build something that has that capability, and they did it in the 60s.
Why haven't we gone back?
They did it. Well, I was looking at the article you sent, and if you Google the legitimacy of Fortune, you'll get
Chris,
contradicting reports.
Saying Fortune's fake, Chris. Look at that.
No, it's not fake. It's not fake.
I have recently discovered that you can Google something any which way with a group of wordings, and it will give you the answer you want. So I don't trust Google.
I can't believe that.
No, they never said Fortune's fake. They said it's a great business. It's a great business news source. It has day-to-day news that's legit, but you'll get a lot of fake news that's anti-government and other types of stuff. Just research it.
Why would that be anti-government?
And then, Gil, I want you to research the Mercury capsule and look at the timeline of years that they sent a human around orbit.
I believe they went around orbit, but I don't believe they broke that certain layer that has a. What is it?
Why could they be in space but
these
not
are different things
at the moon?
In the atmosphere, out of the atmosphere, a couple different things. That's what I was trying to say with the solar.
What is it when a nuclear bomb hits? Radiation. There's a certain radiation levels out there.
Hey, caller, what do you say?
Thank you for calling in.
We got a $5 super chat.
Shout out to Filthy Rich.
Yeah, Filthy Rich.
Thank you, Filthy Rich. $5 super chat. Hazerd dope as fuck.
Yeah,
talent, bro. Facts.
Thank you very much, brother. I appreciate
Filthy Rich been around here for a minute, bro.
Thank you very much, man. Appreciate that, Rich.
You got that picture over there yet?
Yeah, I sent them over.
Let's see what you got, Chris.
But speaking of orbits and atmospheres, what's really about to be in orbit is this music.
That's what I'm talking
High
about.
Socks and Lo-Fi, we drop Friday. All right, if you're up late on a Thursday, if you guys are on a Mohawk mat, sick one, circa 10 plus years ago. I don't know how long.
7.
Okay, circa 7.5 years ago.
With a giraffe.
Okay, so that was the
Moon
first.
boots.
Okay, that's the second one.
Yeah.
That one's the second one,
Oh,
bro.
Lord, look at that. He got the plastic bag like you said.
That's the second one.
It's covered in a bag.
I don't tell no lies. I
Wow.
don't tell no lies, homie.
He just came back from the moon, bro.
Yeah, hey, I crash landed that motherfucker.
just
That's
squared
the
off
one
with
right there.
Yeah,
Play that.
wheelchair.
Oh.
Yeah.
What were you throwing up in that bag?
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
going up
No, so
everywhere.
what had happened was
what happened was,
what had happened was I had went to the restroom, I puked, whatever. I came back. The homie's birthday is like 3 days after my wife's. So they're in the casino with me, and I guess my wife asked the homie like, "Hey, are you gonna like to check on that fool?" Because I was gone for like 15, 20 minutes in the restroom. He comes in, he grabs me.
You were snoozing in there?
I had been throwing up, yeah, and then I like fell asleep on the fucking head, you know? It was all bad. So he pulls me out, like he's like, "Hey bro, you good?" And I was like, "Oh shit, yeah, like yeah, let's go." So I sat down, I just remember looking at a slot machine, I started breathing real heavy, and then I hear my lady like, "You better not." And then I just like projectile vomited all over the slot machine.
you were that guy.
I threw up all over us, like this. Okay, right? If you blow up the what? Not the other one. So if you blow that one up, like right over to the left, right there, right? Yeah, like or to the right. Excuse me, like to the right there. Yeah, yeah. I fucking soaked that shit. It was crazy. Pause. No, did he? I threw up all over. Like I blessed it.
You blessed
And then here's the craziest part was, I guess, like my lady's apologizing to security, and they're like, "Oh no, he's fine. And he's not trying to fight us. He's chilling."
What's crazy is they have a
You know,
bag
he's-
that they utilize.
Yeah.
they have it.
They have a specific bag for that shit.
That was-
They're
that is- that
they're
was
like,
on
we've got a Linda Blair situation. All right, get the bib.
Get the hazard bag. Get the hazard bag, bro.
Get the fucking hazard bag.
Get the hazard
It's
bag.
a scene from Stand By Me where they're eating the berry pie.
So I'm actually gonna do a project around that weekend. We're calling it Weekend in Vegas. That's like half done too. So
Nice.
Been looking out for that. But High Socks and Lo-Fi comes out on Friday. If you're on a sick one, if you're on a Mohawk mat from 7.5 years
Sick
ago,
one.
sick one, and you're up late on Thursday, you can catch it right at midnight. High Socks and Lo-Fi, produced by Zapata the Ghost.
That's right.
Zapata the Ghost, that's
hosted
right.
by the very legendary Julio G of Westside Radio fame.
Yep.
I've got Danny Zico and the homie Jameson James on 2 hooks. But that's about it. It's
How many tracks on that thing?
9.
Okay.
9. Yeah, 9. I got let me see. I had the track listing right here too. But I'm happy because I didn't even have the let me see. Shit.
What you looking for, phone?
I'm over here looking for the album track listing.
What's your cover looking like?
Can I?
Yeah, email that shit. Play
Hold on,
it.
hold on.
We got Chris back there. Send that shit. Turn the number up back on, Chris, while he's sending that.
Yeah.
If you're on a sick one like me 7 years ago, Walmart you danger. I will fucking take the craft aisle hostage.
What you got? Hotline.
What up?
What's up, Playboy?
What up?
Chilling, bro. Hey, I want to send a shout out to my boy Hazerd over there. Dog.
Big Haz in the building.
I
I met you at a fucking like a concert, a show that it was Bozo, Loco Negro, it was you. It was like in Canoga Park at like this weed shop.
Okay, yeah. I remember.
Yeah, I met you over there, dog. Hey, I was like, I like that part. He's cool as fuck. Yeah, my homie makes beats for Bozo and shit, and he's like, hey, cool, Kyle. There's gonna be all kinds of fools. I was like, yeah, and then I met you, and you were like, cool as fuck. I fuck with Local Negro too. You guys are down to earth. I like you guys, man.
That's
Oh,
right.
appreciate it, man.
Cool
Thank
fuck,
you. Good looking out, dog. Yeah, I truly appreciate that. Thank you, man, for real.
What's good with you, fool?
Chilling for fucking right now. About to park my truck.
Apenas with you've been clocking in some. You've been clocking in some hours. Yeah, I see all those trucks lined up on Sunset Boulevard every morning.
Yeah, those are the ones for the fire freedom. Now
Yes.
we're doing the shit that with Southern California Edison, fool. We're helping put the
Yeah, you guys
we're
got.
running all the shit underground with them, fool. Yeah.
You guys got work for fucking days, homie. You guys are good.
We're working on so Sundays, fool. That shit macho, fool. But
Yeah,
you
but
know, I
when,
gotta
when
get
it gets slow, you'll fucking, you'll fucking.
well, the rain slowed us down, but you
Everybody.
know, like food store, fool, I gotta get it when the game is good, you know.
Yeah, just save some money when it gets slow, because it always gets slow every once in a while.
Is PCH still closed?
I think it's over.
No, you have to go in there, but you gotta have a pass
If you're a resident, yeah, you need a pass.
or
but
construction pass.
we're essential again. I feel like COVID time. We need it.
Yeah, for sure. All right, fool. Be safe out there, player.
I'll let you go.
All right,
Yes,
Doggy.
that
All right, later.
Have a good one.
Yeah, I think I met Hazard the first time, even though I didn't meet him. I think it was at the homeless funeral. Did you go to Clumsy's funeral? Was that you?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Small
I think
world.
I did. Yeah, I think I did. Yeah. It's no, I don't think I made it to Clumsy's funeral. But did I?
Yeah, I think that was the one you said. And, I went up there and talked for,
Yeah.
and I stole the father's speech, homeboy.
Yeah. Yeah. I think when we first chopped it up, it was at the what was that? Urban Con. The one
Urban,
the
that's
one in
right.
LA.
Yeah, that shit was dope,
The one
bro.
in LA.
Which one? Is that the one King Little G performed at? There was one I went to that was horrible. I never went back.
I think that was the one.
He didn't. He was there.
He was there, but he didn't perform
perform.
in that one.
He didn't perform.
Yeah, it was urban. That shit was. I liked it, bro. They had the barber shows. They had the low
That
riders.
was when I went on stage with Bozo. It was me.
Yeah, for
Bozo,
sure.
Did the fat guy rap? Was there a fat guy?
Who's the
there with
fat guy?
red
There's a lot of
t-shirt?
fat guys, bro. This is the fat guy rap. Whoa.
Well, depending on what fucking day you're talking about me. Fuck.
My bad.
Depending on how many carbs I had.
Did you email it to him?
Yeah.
And
He
let's-
did not have a BBL for the record.
what you got, Chris? Oh, that's right.
That's the track listing. That's the back cover.
Oh, dope.
Hell yeah, I like that, bro.
And then the cover I'm really proud of too. But so the project's called High Socks and Lo-Fi. I'm really happy about it because when I first set out to make this project, I wasn't calling it that. I was recording and I was chasing another title. I had a concept, but nothing I was recording made sense for that concept. I was trying to tie a bunch of songs together with some skits and some different stuff, and it felt forced.
Right.
And I thought about it like, well, I like all the records. What if I just call it something else? And then I thought about it. I was listening. I was like, I listened to all the songs as they stood right at that minute. With the thing's 9 songs. I think I had 7.5 done, and I was just listening, or maybe 6.5. And I was like listening to the records, and I'm listening, and then the idea popped in my head like, oh, High Socks and Lo-Fi. So it's kind of like the idea of talking about my life experiences as a homie and then doing it over like more traditional boom bap style production.
Right.
Just real like hard hip hop shit. Kind of reminiscent of like, I don't know, maybe like Cypress Hill, Temple of Boom. Because they were talking their shit, but they were doing it over really gritty, grimy production, and so that would be if somebody asked me like, what do you think it sounds like, something like that,
What do you think about this last weekend? Was it Rolling Loud, the festival, and seeing so many homies up in the lineup, like more than ever, I think.
Yeah, I think that Rolling Loud is a general rule from what I've seen, because they have them in different cities.
Right.
And from what I've seen, they're pretty good at kind of tapping into what's like locally popular.
Popping, right.
And they'll usually have that on the lineup. So I think it's a testament to, the fact that these dudes are relevant, even if it is regionally for now.
Yes, of course.
They get a lot of local people.
Yeah, they're relevant regionally. So I mean, I heard I saw the clip of Rowdy when he was on stage, and then when he brought out Drex.
Right,
and
right.
I heard the crowd scream.
That was dope, right?
So it was like there was people that were there to see him. You can't say that they didn't deserve that. Look, I heard the fucking screams when he brought Drex out. So I think it's indicative of what we've seen. We're starting to see just the normalization of the idea of a rapper who raps, who happens to be Mexican, who happens to be brown, who happens to be Chicano or what have you. I think it's dope, and I think that if people continue to push the craft and push the music and really focus on being good at rapping, you'll see it more.
Absolutely.
The music's got to be good. Like ultimately, all that other shit doesn't really matter, especially nowadays. It really doesn't.
You know what? The only thing that and this is my opinion, as far as like a lot of Latino rappers, homie, is when I hear certain songs and I like them a lot, I start thinking, wait a minute though, this beat is a 50 Cent beat. This beat is a Dre beat. This beat is a lot of times
it's just Mexican rap. That's everybody.
Well, no, there's some guys who, like with the Kendrick Lamar, he sampled certain beats, but these guys almost use a lot of the beats. Is there a lack of also beat makers that are out there popping, do you think? Or like Zapata de Ghost, I like his stuff, but I'm thinking sometimes, well, maybe because I'm older, I like his stuff a lot more, where the young guys want a certain different beat.
I think it's the barrier to entry is lower than it's ever been in music. Meaning, if you have Wi-Fi, a $2,000 laptop, $150 interface, and like a $300 mic, you're in the rap game.
That's it, right?
That's
and a
it.
YouTube account.
That's it. You get a YouTube account. So what happens is people are so unseasoned, just in terms of, and this is not even a diss, just more of a statement of fact. They're so green and they're so new to the idea of like being in the quote unquote music business. They have no idea what they're doing. And it has, I mean, that's not a diss. It's just, they're just getting
Does
started.
that water it down?
Sometimes. But I think the bigger thing is they go in and they go, oh, well, we need beats. Well, now you go on YouTube, there's a whole sub culture of beat makers, and they'll put, they call it type beats. So like it'll be like J. Cole type beat.
Oh, okay.
Drake type beat, Future type beat, whatever rapper is popular at the time, it'll be that type beat. And kids will go on, they'll search that, and if whoever they like, that's who they, what rapper they listen to, that's who they're gonna try to mimic or emulate, right?
Right.
So let's say they're really big on Lil Wayne. Okay, cool. Let's say they were really big Pop Smoke fans. They'll put Pop Smoke type beats. A big J. Cole fan, J. Cole type beats. A big Drake fan, whatever, right? And so then they just take those beats, they rip them off of YouTube, throw them into Pro Tools, and they do a song. Now, at that point, have they done something wrong? Yeah, technically, yeah. If they didn't reach out to the producer or try to do any of that, yeah, they're wrong. But they're just kids playing, right? But then they go and now, like you said, all you need is a YouTube account. Let's say they go and they take it, they make some little graphic cover, put it up, put a video up with just the cover picture and the song playing in the background. But they got that thing. For whatever reason, it's popular. Boom, we're out of here. 10, 20 million views in 2-3 days. Right? It happens, right?
Yeah.
So there was a bunch of steps they skipped. And that's why you're seeing a lot of the youngsters on a remake, a very lazy remake of a very well-known 50 Cent song. Very lazy remake of, but also you got to understand too, it was done even on like the bigger level. Like I tripped out when I heard, I think it's a 50 song, Bitch Get In My Car. And I think the Migos flipped it. And I was like, it's been long enough to remake that motherfucker? It hasn't been that long. Has it been that long? I remember thinking like, fuck, I'm old.
We're getting old.
You know what I mean? I was like,
for
how is that song old enough to get flipped? So, and that was like that was a record that you heard a lot. So I think that the culture of quick consumption, something could be 8 years old, 10 years old, and hey, remember this? This is such a throwback.
Yeah, that's how it is. Yeah, it goes so quick, bro.
Because it goes so quick, and nothing really sticks. So, I mean, yeah, I think that that's a problem. But the way I look at it is, instead of complaining about any of that shit, I just got quiet and I got to work.
That's right.
I made the music that I want to hear.
That's right.
That's the way I look at it.
And that's dropping this Friday.
That's kind of like
drops
what
this
we were
Friday.
talking about earlier, like someone that just goes and buys a beat and does this thing real quick and puts it out there. There's a difference between him and an artist that put that shit together.
Yes.
Like it's really good. We're talking about the same thing with tattoos. We're talking about there's a shitload of tattooers out there.
Yeah.
And there's a gang of bad motherfuckers and there's a gang of people that ain't very good, you know? And like I was telling Gil, it don't matter how many good ass artists are around. If you're good, your people are gonna come back to you. I don't care if you're in a fucking
You'll
treehouse.
shine, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if you're really good, people are gonna come. If you're not, they're gonna come once and probably not come back again.
Facts. And
Same
then-
thing
and
we're
then
talking
tell
about
other
with your
people.
construction too. If you
Yeah.
do a good job, I think it's the same thing with the rappers. Every now and then someone might break through and get some big hit, and they're actually not very good. You know what I mean? But for the most part,
That
I
always
think it's
that
a real
always figures
badass
itself
motherfucker.
out. Though.
Yeah.
That figures itself out because if you get lucky and you're out of here, and not even like with homies, I can give you a prime example was I think Trinidad James when he came on the scene with All Gold Everything. He said I've been rapping less than a year, and I remember hearing the song and I remember going, he got lucky. I feel like a hater because I like the song. We were in the club heavy at that time. It was like 2012, 2013.
Yeah.
And I remember being like in the club listening to the record, and I was like, he got so lucky. And I just remember thinking that, and then I remember talking to the homie about that, and I'm like, he got lucky, huh? Homie, what you mean? And I was like, it's dope. It's not that it's whack. He can't replicate this every time though.
Well, that's the hard part, making that magic.
And I told him, I was like, I'd be surprised if we hear 2 more records from him. And there was a remix to it. and then there was another one that started, I think it was like a chick record that kind of fell flat a little bit. And then that was it. I never really heard, right? But he's a talented person. And so like he kind of figured, I think he does fashion now. But like I remember when I heard All Gold Everything, I was like, that. So I mean that's one. And then the kid with the panda song. Designer.
Oh, there you go.
Kind of similar. Like he wasn't.
Was it, Chris?
He I would say Designer was maybe like a notch above.
What?
Like a Trinidad James.
Are those guys like one-hit wonders?
Yeah,
And rap,
kind
right?
of. I mean, but
Well, I mean, one-hit wonders are huge. There's some
I
from
was
the
gonna
80s
say-
that you
I
still
was
remember,
gonna-
70s you still remember. They're
Every genre.
I was gonna say like that one hit as opposed to like I don't have one. Like if we're just being
Facts,
real, you know what I'm
bro.
saying?
Facts.
Currently at this point in my career, so my hat's off because it's hard to do. But that being said, I feel like when like you're saying somebody catches lightning in a bottle and they might not be that good, but it goes. My thing is like, bro, let them have their moment.
Yeah,
Because
You're not being a hater.
no, like let them have their moment. Like I've learned that because some people go like, oh, you know, it's a bunch of whack shit on it. No, not really. These dudes, what you think sounds whack is them. They're on purpose with it. They're like, I know I'm gonna do it like this. I'm gonna make it sound like this, and this song's gonna get played a billion trillion fucking times. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna play
the
this
method
shit
to the madness.
on the hour, every hour, on every hip hop station. So I think that there's a science to that.
OG Cali Grove, 199 super chat. Respect to everyone and have a
Cali
great
Grove, thank you.
night.
Hey, good looking
OG
out.
Cali Grove's
OG
gonna
Cali
sleep.
Grove.
So with
Shout out
that,
to Cali
we're
Grove.
gonna start wrapping this bad boy up, Mr. Chris. 'Cause-
Check our poll real quick.
yeah, let's check out
yeah.
the poll real quick.
Oh yeah, what happened?
It said
Damn, some straight cynical ass out
it was
there.
pretty close, bro. Actually,
Straight cynical ass out there.
it was closer than I thought. And actually, the funny part is I was looking for that scientist guy. I looked him up. I got his email. I'm sending him some emails to come over here, and I got to find another scientist that may debate him, right?
Well-
Because he loves that. That's what his thing is. But you know what it is? Scientists don't want to debate him. Most scientists, he's always calling them out. They're too scared, bro. They don't want that fade, homie. Everybody says they want it until it's in front of you.
Look, man, what everybody gonna want because they're gonna get it is High Socks and Lo-Fi
High Socks
this
and Lo-
Friday.
That's
all
right.
That's
on
right.
all streaming platforms, whatever your flavor is. If
That's
you're a
right.
Spotify person, if you're an Apple person, if you're a Deezer, I didn't even know what the fuck that was. If you're a Deezer person,
A
Amazon
Deezer?
Music, Google Play, all that good shit. All right.
A Deezer, huh? I haven't heard that one
Straight,
yet, bro.
yeah.
Did he
But
say-
anyways, High Socks and Lo-Fi, produced by Zapata the Ghost, hosted by Julio G, the very legendary Julio G.
That's right, homeboy.
That's
Shout out to
right.
Julio G,
Saying-
carnal.
I thought I
Yeah.
heard somebody say, "I ladies,
Hi, ladies.
I ladies nuts on your shit." And that's what you get right here.
There you go, players. All right, man. We appreciate you guys tapping in with us. We appreciate the chat, man. Much love to all our sponsors.
I'll miss you next week.
Hey, everybody, we're going to be at Lake Havasu.
Lake Havasu
this
Convention.
Weekend,
Me
tattoo
and Group
convention.
Dizzle.
We'll be there. We'll be there with
Friday,
Property
Saturday,
Inc.
when?
magazine in Sullen.
Friday,
Come
Saturday?
check us out if you're out there. Friday,
Hey,
Saturday,
yo,
Sunday.
Sullen, get at me. Y'all need a Mexican over there. Raps
do.
really good.
Me and homie Pizza will be
I'm
in Lake
just saying.
Havasu.
Pizza,
this
huh?
girl.
Pizza. All right, with that, we're out, people. You guys have a good one. We'll see you tomorrow.
Whoa,
What's the word?
Shout out everybody.
Yeah,
Shout.
that's
Shout out Make Skate Ontario. Check that 40 ounce Fridays Make Skate collab.
Nice shooting, buddy.
I snuck it in. That was awesome.
That was good. That was good, bro.
That was good.
That was good.